So, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about vanillas and Braegwins. You want to join us for this, Braegwin? It's a boss. It's actually two bosses. Excuse me. So, I was thinking about vanillas, and the thing is, all the vanillas suck, right? Like, we all know this. We all just kind of accept. The WoW vanilla sucks, but you know what I mean. That Guild Wars 2, yeah, sure, Blade, I'll wait a second. Guild Wars 2 vanilla sucks, that WoW vanilla sucks, and that FF14 ARR sucks, right? We all just kind of accept this, right? And this is just kind of true. This is a thing for MMOs. It makes sense. Because most of the vanillas is content from 10 or 15 or 20 years ago in some cases. So yeah, of course it's old content, and of course it has issues. Duh, but that's just logical. So sure, I'm with that. I'll just kind of accept that. But I was thinking, like, how would the big three line up? Now, here's the thing. I have said for years that Guild Wars 2 has the worst of the vanillas, and I think it's going to score the worst for an unrelated reason. But having gone through vanilla and being towards the end of vanilla, I think I now firmly agree with my own opinion here. But I think ARRs will score the best and be the worst. This is just something that I was chewing on. So I think in terms of like score, it'll go ARR, and then probably Guild Wars 2, and then probably WoW. And you're probably thinking, that's a weird order. Yeah, because that's how a review works. A review is covering as much of the content as possible across the list. And well, BC did not score particularly well because BC kind of sucked. And yeah, WoW has abandonment issues, which absolutely drag it down. So that's how it is. But the thing is, in terms of like recommending people to try it, like in terms of just a personal opinion thing, I actually think the order is completely rejiggered, because at that point I think it would go WoW, ARR, Guild Wars 2. And you're probably thinking, well, why does ARR get bumped down? And I was thinking about this as a very, very simple reason, because here's the thing about Guild Wars 2 vanilla. It's skippable. I know people who have never done these quests right here. My Story and Living World Season 1. So launch and Season 1. I know people who've never even done Season 2, although most people at least poke at Season 2, because Season 2 leads directly into Heart of Thorns. And you can just skip right past this stuff. You can't do that in ARR. Not without spending money. Spending extra money. It's the same thing with WoW. If you don't like BC, you can leave. Nothing actually keeps you in BC, right? So, it's one of those weird situations. It doesn't actually make it any better with regards to a review, but you can see why it's a little bit easier to recommend, like, hopping into Guild Wars 2, as long as you start somewhere down here. Same thing with WoW. You hop into WoW right now, what's the first thing you see? Dragonflight. You hop in FF14 right now, what's the first thing you see?
Lousy flying hags don't know when to quit.
Apparently lousy flying hags. All right, enough ranting. We got a letter from Casimir. I hope this finds you well. I'm afraid my efforts to get the Queen to the summit haven't gone as smoothly as expected. The Queen has a situation arise that may prevent her from attending. I'll give you the full details when you arrive, but the short version is someone is spreading rumors that Queen Jenna has not only met with evil Scarlet prior to the jubilation, but also conspired to give Scarlet the Mechanical Watch Knights. This is, of course, ridiculous, but the Queen can't leave Divinity's reach until the rumors are quelled. Countess Anise suggested I use my intuitive ability to find the cats spreading the rumors and discredit them, but I can't do this alone. Oh, sorry, Blade. Oh, never mind. Someone else got you. So we're not at the boss yet. We're very close. I'll just spoil this. When we go for the big summit, we will have a boss fight. Let me just give that away there. Spoilers. This might be the party? I thought the party was later. Although we are in Season 2 now. So this might be it. Good afternoon, Game Geek. Like, we're kind of in later, as weird as that sounds. I've done Season 2 several times, because back in the day, this is where we all started. Like when Gary picked up the game, we skipped over launch, because of course we did, and we jumped right into Season 2. Yeah, I'll go ahead and wait. I'll go ahead and wait if you want to join for the party. Wait a second for you to load in. Because if you start a thing while someone's present but hasn't loaded in yet, they don't get the prompt. Literally, they don't even get the prompt. We've actually already run into this problem a couple times. Okay.
Let me catch you up on what's happening. Queen Jenna can't attend the summit because someone has accused her of conspiring.
Nope, you're right, Giga.
The hearing is the same day. Someone's lying, and we have to figure out who. Soon as we know, we can confront that person and get them to recant their statement. We need to talk to everyone, find clues to the truth, and build evidence to defend the Queen. Once we discover who among them is the mastermind, we'll take action. But be careful. These people are suspicious and sensitive. Say something too blunt or off-putting, and they'll clam up. If we're obviously undermining their plans, they'll have us escorted out of the party, and it will all have been for nothing.
For the achievements for this one, complete the party investigation using only 12 necessary conversation steps. We're not doing that. Complete the party investigation without arousing suspicion. More difficult, but possible. Gain the maximum amount of suspicion possible. You'll notice this is a trend. I don't mind this, because most of these aren't bullcrap achievements. And they do a lot of mutually exclusive stuff, because they really do want you to keep redoing these missions. They are designed with that kind of replayability baked in, right?
Introducing a hero who needs no introduction, the Commander of the Pact. And accompanying the Casimir Mead.
Keep it together, Kaz. You can get through this. Be confident, like Jory.
Casimir, come over here. Don't look so glum. Care for an hors d'oeuvre? Hello, dear Casimir. Don't worry your little face over what the Herald's papers say. You'll always be noble in my eyes.
Countess Anise. That's direct, and kind of you to say. I'm afraid I don't feel particularly noble.
Then we must do something about that. Nobility isn't in the blood, as so many believe. It's in your choices. Your return to grace is only a pardon away. If your talent for detecting lies is all you say it is, well, let's just say I'm confident we can convince the Queen your value overrides your father's misfortune.
I only hope to be of some small service, Countess. Oh dear. Okay. Let's start picking apart everything they say. One of these ministers is spreading lies about the Queen.
Don't misunderstand, Countess. I'm certainly grateful to you for purchasing my billet and putting me to work. I'm just not sure I understand the reasoning behind dragging me to this soiree of yours.
So, I'm almost positive Canuck's introduction is no longer in the game. Don't quote me on that. But we had a whole quest where we actually are the ones who caught him and imprisoned him the first time. Then, Countess Anise here, as he said, purchased his billet, because that's a thing you used to be able to do. Just say, hey, I give money to the person holding this prisoner. They are now my prisoner. Purchasing the prisoner for all intents and purposes. Now, that technically makes Canuck a bit of a slave. But Anise is doing some interesting and fun stuff with this. And Canuck, well, at least some of us are a bit of a fan of Canuck. So I'm kind of glad that they went this direction with it. Anyways.
Care for an hors
Oh,
d'oeuvre?
no. Avoid anything remotely equestrian. You don't want your guests to enter your foyer and think the balusters are centaurs.
Or Lord Farron. Oh, I can talk to him.
My time is precious.
Well, you fancy up nicely when to knock off the dirt off your boots, though the tough adventure look suits you. Mind the ministers, they're on the prowl. Why can't the ministers and the nobles get along? Humans. What can I say? We're an inscrutable race. Turn half the world against us, we'll still find ways to argue amongst ourselves. Frankly, I think it's the boredom that makes us do it. Where do you fit in?
Hors d'oeuvre?
I'm just here for the delicious desserts and ladies. In that order. I'm eyeing a few of both, but I can't decide which I'm hungry for. Choose wisely. Too much of either gives you a bellyache.
I'm not sure.
Only if you haven't done your core exercises. Sorry, I had to PG that joke in the middle of it, so I stuttered a bit. Okay. So, let's go ahead and just start up here.
And then he asked me which pair
Yes?
I wanted. To suggest I couldn't.
Talk with Mr. Snuffles. Mr. Snuffles! Tell us everything. Tell us everything, Mr. Snuffles. Tell us everything. Tell us everything, Mr. Snuffles. And stop putting hair all over myself. Alright,
Oh, I wish my lovely wife were here.
it is a... And he immediately uses that as an opportunity to get into my lap. I know I said less hair everywhere, please. Less hair. Really is a pity my wife had to miss the party. Oh my god, why do you keep doing this? Why are you doing this? Why? Okay, you're gonna choke yourself on this. Hang on, hang on. You're caught. You're caught. I'm gonna pretend I'm scratching you, but really I'm trying to disentangle you from my cable. Okay. Hang on. Up. Up, up, up. Hang on. Hang on. There. And then back down. There. Sorry.
Hors d'oeuvre.
Is that better? You're okay. You're okay. It's a pity my wife had to miss the party. She just loves these sort of things, but work is work. Have you heard the Queen is increasing taxes for landowners? What? I thought only workers paid taxes. Why would you tax landowners? That's ridiculous.
Speak up, will you? I'm a little hard of hearing.
There's Punch? Okay, so Mr. Wee isn't helpful. Hang on.
Isn't that the cat from the
Yeah, I haven't done Jant there.
fancy one? Jaunty Snuffles or something? Oh, who put that hat on him?
I am curious what I'm going to think of them, because I love Damned to Dragons. Like, a lot. Like, a lot.
But I thought for certain it was Minister Wee who attended court the day Scarlet was there. Are you sure?
Okay, so it's Minister Wee. Got it. He's the villain. Understood.
Who let you in?
You think Farron would date a minister? I'm just saying it sounds scandalous, but I love a good scandal. You're a fan of Farron, huh? Oh yes, I know all his favorite restaurants, venues, and shops. I even have the coveted Farron wall calendar. You have a Farron wall calendar? I hate parties. Sadly, public appearances are part of the minister's job. They have their merits. Food. And punch. Have you tried it? So you're the first decent person I've met here. Say, if you're not busy later.
Stop right there. I don't care about your dog's new haircut.
Care for an hors d'oeuvre?
This shrimp bisque is fantastic. I need another bowl.
Unfortunately, as much as I praise End of Dragons, and will continue to do so, there is one thing that will drag its score down. Just the one.
May I fill your glass?
Oh, I literally... Okay, here we go. And it is... I can't even see it. It's this zone right here. The Gaella Delve. This zone was nothing. This was a nothing burger at best. You can tell it was thrown together and barely does anything with it story-wise.
What?
It was also a time-gated story back when it came out. You're a busy bee. Does that make you charming or nosy? Charming, I hope. Did you know I dealt the killing blow to Scarlet? No, that was you? I saw her once in the throne room. She was having a quiet talk with the Queen. Lucky you. I saw of your caliber walking around the party with Casimir. Her family's a bunch of criminals and gamblers. You should perhaps keep your thoughts to yourself.
I can take that.
I don't think it's fully time-gated anymore, Giga. But if it is, then I won't. It's okay, it's a dumb story anyways. Really.
What is it?
I have a vague recollection of that crazy Silvara walking into her audience with the Queen. It was well before the attack in the city, by the way. I don't know why I noticed her. I was expecting to see the minister's wife here today. Lady Wee, she gets the vapors. Fragile constitution. Poor dear can't keep up with her husband. Apparently, neither can I. I thought he was in court the day Scarlet had an audience with the Queen. Were you attending court that day? No, I was in the foyer. I saw them enter. There weren't many in attendance. I remember seeing a farmer with a complaint against his neighbor. He brought his goat along. If you've seen one minister, you've seen them all. It's the dour look on their faces. But seriously, it's rather difficult to confuse Mr. Wee with Mr. Estelle, even Mr. Arton. I remember just isn't what it used to be. Which one did you confuse as Minister Wee? I saw Estelle enter the throne room along with the goat farmer, Mr. Arton, and a Silvari. That wretch turned out to be Scarlet. Interesting.
I remember hearing afterward that Scarlet approached the Queen. No one paid any attention back then.
Well, I'm curious myself, Eben, once I get there, how well it'll do. Like, I talk about how Guild Wars 2 gets much better after Season 3.
And aristocrats to put them off guard.
Here, I can get you some more.
Surely you can't imagine that these dandies pose some kind of threat to you? Are you even paying attention, or do you simply not care? Either way, you
May
are
I
a
take a
maddening
glass
woman.
if you're finished?
Yeah, no, I agree, Giga. So what I was about to say was, while I have said it's a non-stop incline in quality, that's not quite true. It's more like this is a near non-stop incline in quality with a couple of issues along the way. Bram. And then there's this. And this, I did not like pretty much any of this entire story arc right here. Then this was awesome, and then I haven't done these two. Cat? Okay, good. Poor cat. Alright, so let's go find Minister Arton, shall we? Actually, let's talk to Lady Claire first.
How's it going?
No, Lady Claire.
Oh my.
I will not have sex with you.
I expected you to approach.
I mean, Icebrood really did just kind of stop. For the longest time, I didn't realize that was actually the end of the story. I was just like, wait, that's it? Anyways. As I was telling my old friend Caudicus, it's this guy. It's this guy. We really must do something about these bandits. They're a hazard. I have reason to believe they're connected to the White Mantle. The White Mantle has been gone for ages. They're certainly no longer the force they were a couple hundred years ago, but I've seen their symbol in unexpected places. I believe they run the black market around here. J'accuse! We should share a bottle. Unfortunately, in this case, you're wrong. My servants will vouch I was home all night on the bridge.
Thank you.
Oh, alright. Yes, the White Mantle were one of the major bad guy factions in Guild Wars 1. Like, one of the major bad guy factions. They were essentially... It's complicated. Because there was actually a lot going on with that. And I don't want to spoil too much. Where's... so that was Arton. It wasn't actually Arton. And I've raised too much suspicion. So let's go after Estelle. J'accuse! What did Scarlet want? She was soft-spoken. I doubt anyone but the Queen and Countess heard her, but the Queen and Countess Anise. It was as if they were conspiring. Did you see Mr. Arton there? I believe so. I spent most of the time behind my handkerchief. The goat, or the farmer, smelled so badly it made my eyes water. Got it. So it's Estelle. It's Estelle. And thank you for being part of the show, Ventures. If you give me a moment, I will jot that down here. Or FFTR. So we could end to R and Shining Quarters. Question mark. I'll come back to that. So, first we know who was in court that day. A farmer with a goat, 2 ministers, Estelle and Arton and Scarlet. We also know that Caudicus lets others do the dirty work with him. We also learned that Estelle and Arton have seen Caudicus lately. So let's talk to Arton. So what do you think? Is it Arton or Estelle? Can't possibly be Minister Wee. He's a minister, you know.
Distracted Countess, what are you looking for in this crowd? I could lend my eyes and ears to your search. If there's nothing in particular you need me to do, would you mind if I help myself to some of your refreshments? Am I really so dull? Well, here's something interesting. Would you like to know how long a severed head remains conscious? I suppose not. Do let me know if you need me to do more than make debutantes and fops uncomfortable.
This is the man Giga just is swooning over, by the way. Just want to be very clear about this.
Here, I can get you some more.
Hang on, I'm trying to find when they changed his voice actor.
May I take your glass? If you're finished.
So, this is Joe DiMaggio here. And at the end of Icebrood, he got replaced and is then voiced by Matt Mercer. Not sure why they got rid of DiMaggio. Maybe it was too expensive. As I was telling my old friend Connor, did you see Scarlet with the Queen? I already talked to these. The Queen spoke to Scarlet. She was polite as always, but the Countess kept whispering in the Queen's ear. It was making us all nervous. Scarlet wanted permission to study with the engineer that designed the Watch Knights. What did the Queen say? She respectfully declined. Scarlet was the last in line, and the Queen left before there could be more discussion. Scarlet tried to say more, but the Queen apologized and hurried out. Anything else? The Sylvari, Scarlet, looked livid. She stormed out, shoving guards out of her way. She was rather frightening, actually. I imagine that's what Countess Anise saw that made her hustle the Queen away. His description of events matches what Anise told me. Mr. Arton's telling the truth.
You've convinced me. It looks like Minister Estelle is the one spreading this horrible rumor. Let's keep at it. If we're going to confront her, we'll need serious evidence to back us up.
I know for a fact that the Queen had a private talk with Scarlet. How? Everyone is saying it, so it must be true.
That is how facts propagate.
I can take that.
Right?
Thank you.
It's a travesty. I never know who you could trust. I feel bad for the Queen. Looks like she got duped along with the rest of us.
And you are...
I saw her in the Salma district shortly after nightfall. She wore a black cloak with the hood up. It was hers because I bumped into her and saw her face. You're lying. Listen, just between you and me, I may not be telling the exact truth, but they offered me a lot of gold if I'd say that I was there. I'm gonna need you to testify. Oh, all right, I'll testify I was paid to lie, but I'll never say who paid me. I don't betray old friends. Still, I wasn't comfortable lying, but my son is ill. I hope the Queen will forgive me.
Good observation. I had a feeling she was lying. The Queen wouldn't hold a private meeting with just anyone, much less a Sylvari with no political connections. This woman will testify.
One second. I remember this party as being one of the first story beats that actually caught my attention. Think of that what you will.
So good to see you, Minister.
Yeah, Braewen doesn't own Season 2, which is interesting, because she's here with us. I imagine she won't get any, like, progress towards it or anything like that, but she's here.
You seem distracted, Countess. What are you looking for in this crowd? I could lend my...
Okay, so Canuck has officially looped.
My niece knows a guard who heard from a doorman that the Queen... Oh, I've said too
Mind if I help
much.
myself to some of your refreshments? Am I really so dull? Well, here's something interesting. Would you like to know how long a severed head remains conscious? I suppose not.
Canuck, could you shut?
You let me know if
Shush.
you need me to
For
do
just a
more
second, please.
debutantes and fops uncomfortable.
Yeah, exactly, Colgrim. That was something we were both curious about. Actually, yes, Mr. Ed. We think. Because here's the thing. We're not sure about the zones. Now, here's the deal. If you... There's the travel to friend, right? It's possible... You know what, actually... Remind me to test after this, because Bregwin has nothing after Path of Fire. If I go to Cantha and she can warp to me, right? Because, yeah, there are some zones you have to have the quest to get to initially. The only other way to get there is to warp to a friend. So we'll test that after this. Anyways, you're Zanesh Frostpire. You're well known in these parts. The Queen recently mentioned you were hosting a summit. That's my hope that she will. Yeah. I know, those lies Estelle is spreading. Can you imagine our barefoot queen skulking through the desert street at night in disguise? It's laughable. You don't think she met with Scarlet? In the throne room, yes, but not the streets. Char emissary visited the queen that night. While the emissary has since left, the guard who will present will testify.
Countess Anise hardly ever lets the queen out of her sight. She and the guard will corroborate the queen's alibi.
You're not going to Baba Nisos. As much as I know you want to. Like, hey, Bregwin, let's go to Mordor. Where is that guard?
Prerequisite for being in the ministry?
I see Minister Estelle has political ambitions. She's been having a lot of private meetings with Minister Codicus.
Oh, here it is.
Are you well?
I can take that.
It makes me so sad to think that the people who run our city, our kingdom, can't get along with each other. Now one of the ministers is spreading lies about the queens. Who do you work for? Sorry. What I meant to say was, I'll pay for information you have on Lying Mister.
Oh, the audacity. Where are your manners?
Uh-oh, I think...
Please escort these
No! No, I failed! I failed the quest! I failed the quest! No! Oh, that's actually funny.
You must be mistaken. My niece knows a guard who heard from a doorman that the queen...
I know for a fact the Queen had a private talk with Scarlet.
Yes, they are, Mr. Rhodes.
Everyone is saying it.
Is lying a prerequisite for being in the ministry?
I like it.
Okay, so... both my wife and I work for ministers. They can be like night and day. My wife works for Minister Estelle. I work for Mr. Arton. Do you like your jobs? Most days, my wife has a harder time. Her minister has a gambling problem. If she wins, she's fine. If she's not, she's dangerous. Estelle often visits her old friend Lady Claire in the evening. Ask my wife if she knows what happened. She's a good woman. I won't lie to protect the minister.
That's another witness who can help us prove the queen's innocence. Nicely done.
Oh, I think I have to go get the other evidence again. Yeah, you can only play as a human in Guild Wars 1. That's locked in. You can play as an Ascalonian, a Canthan, or an Elonan. And I believe those are the options.
I have so much to do.
Okay, so you don't think she was Scarlet. There we go.
Anise hardly ever lets the queen out of her sight. She and the guard will corroborate the queen's alibi.
Here's Lady Claire. That's a lie. This doesn't add up. There.
Good observation. I had a feeling she was lying. The queen wouldn't hold a private meeting with just anyone, much less a Sylvari with no political connections. This woman will testify.
What do you think? Do we have enough evidence to discredit her? Plenty. Maybe the threat of testifying will be enough to shut this down. We have multiple witnesses who say the Queen turned down Scarlet's request. I still can't believe Scarlet wanted to study the Watch Night Engineer. Thank gods the Queen turned her down. Though, that might explain Scarlet's anger when she attacked her city. What else? We know Estelle's friend was lying for her. For a pouch of gold, you mean? Estelle must have coached Lady Claire. I don't imagine it'll be too hard to get her to testify to the lie. I guess they weren't such good friends after all.
Looks like we've got everything we need. Time to expose Minister Estelle for the liar she is.
I can take that.
Gentlemen, please leave. I see you've been busy socializing with the guests.
Hi. I could kill you and everyone in here in about 3 seconds.
What?
I must admit I'm a bit charmed by how you flit from flower to flower. I know all about you. Listen closely to what she says. When she's finished, don't be afraid to ask her to repeat what she said. Press her only when you're certain she's lying. What is this? Phoenix Wright? Okay, I have a question. Is it true you were... Wait. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Is it true you work closely with Lord Codicus? I used to work with Lord Codicus, but now that I'm considering retirement, I've started spending most of my time in the Ministry Library. I hardly ever see him. Admittedly, I occasionally do small tasks for him, but he's still recovering from that awful scandal. He keeps to himself most of the time. Even at parties, Lord Codicus is off doing his own thing, and I'm left to my own devices. I'm just a wallflower, really. Casimir, what do you think? She keeps backpedaling. Press her when she lies. Present your evidence. Tell me more. Tell me more. Even at parties, Codicus is doing things I'm left to my own devices. Shy, huh? Oh yes, I barely spoke with anyone during the entire party. Beautiful garden, though. You see, a witness said you had an aside with Codicus. He talked and you nodded. Fine, he and I talked, but you'll never learn the topic of the discussion, and you can't prove it had anything to do with the Queen.
So perhaps I misspoke.
I can take that.
Apologies.
Thank
I shall
you.
revise my statement.
Okay, the last time I did this quest was before I had played Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney, rather. This is interesting in hindsight. So as much as I love me some Chrono Trigger music, I love me some Chrono Trigger music. Hang on. I've got a better idea. And for Lunarith, if she's on the bot. Okay. So now we talk to her again. So what if I work with Lord Codicus? It means nothing. It doesn't change the fact that I was there and the Scarlet had run into the Queen. Did you hear what they discussed? No, they spoke too quietly, like schoolgirl friends whispering so no one else would hear. I must have been lost in my own thoughts while the Queen and Scarlet conspired deviously. I heard the word Watch Nights. Isn't that bad enough? Do you know how many people died because the Queen gave Scarlet access to Watch Nights? Why are you still interrogating me? She's the criminal. Casimir, what do you think? Alright. Minister Still, could you repeat? No, they spoke too quietly, like schoolgirl friends whispering, so no one else would hear. Okay. I heard the Queen was escorted out for her own safety. You weren't there. You can't possibly know how they behaved unless you questioned the goat. Actually, I spoke with Arton, and his version agrees with the Countess's. And... the goats. You know, yes, one person's politeness is another person's friendliness.
Aren't you the nosy one? If you must know, I'll tell you what really happened. Is this a party or a circus?
Doesn't matter what happened in the throne room. The Queen arranged to see Scarlet later the evening. She didn't want any of us to hear them, so she sneaked out. So you're sticking by your claim that they arranged this in the throne room. Absolutely. Their foreheads were practically touching. They were so chummy. They agreed to something. What else could it be? It was brief. A look, a smile. Maybe they'd already arranged to meet later. I don't know. All I know is I saw them under the bridge. It was the Queen and Scarlet. I'm not the only one who saw her. There was another witness, a noble woman. Well, you know what? It's hard to protect Queen Jenna. She sold us all out, and now she's trying to cover her tracks. It was definitely Jenna in a red cape. Could you repeat that? Absolutely. So, tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. You told your accomplice to say it was in a black cape. No, it was a red cape. Have you forgotten? You're trying to confuse me. It was a red cape, I'm sure. A dark red. If you and your old friend can't agree on the color of the Queen's cape... Wait, I remember now. Yes, the Queen was in a black cape. Yes, Countess Anise was in the red one. Damn it, you were both there. You know the Countess wouldn't let the Queen go anywhere alone. So you're saying the Countess Anise was there too? What?
This way.
I think we're done here.
We have to limit all doubt at all. If there's even the smallest chance Estelle's telling the truth. She's not. We need to hear Anise say she wasn't under the bridge. I'm sure out of sense if this was some kind of Mesmer cover-up, don't you think? It doesn't matter. I'll know if the Countess is lying when we ask her. I know, right? But, well, this really is. This is straight up Ace Attorney, and I'm actually fully here for it. We might have found the first legitimately good quest. Oh.
I've been occupying myself by planning the extermination of this entire gaggle of
Find me, and we shall talk.
I thought maybe some well-placed bombs here and there among the topiary, Or perhaps I'll pick them off one by one with my blade and hide the bodies in the pantry. I wonder, would that reflect poorly on your office? I imagine I'd become a hero to the Crichton people, and still no reaction. I wonder, Countess, are you even here at all with me?
Yeah, so, if it wasn't extremely obvious, that's not Anise. Why would a Mesmer stand out in the open, for God's sakes?
But I must go to unconventional lengths to protect Kryta.
Countess, Minister Estelle is claiming that you were there at the secret meeting. She's implicating you.
Nonsense. I was at no such meeting. I did, however, receive a mysterious message signed only with the initial E. The note said that Estelle was in a bandit gambling parlor when she was supposedly spying on our queen. Reminding her of this will be enough to make her drop her lie, faster than Farron's dignity.
Ouch! Poor Farron. Okay. So, scooch back.
It may have taken me a while, Countess, but I finally realized my part in your misdirection. If you can hear me through your illusion, don't worry. I will continue to draw the attention of your guests.
Alright, Estelle. We need to have a word with you. I love that he's playing along, too.
I hope you're not planning another interrogation. This is a party, if you haven't noticed.
I imagine Countess Anise had to lie to cover up her presence at the bridge. It's her word against mine. Loading screen. Actually, Minister, it's several people's words against yours. What are you talking about? Has someone said they testify against me? Actually, yes. Traitors to the Ministry! Traitors! They'll find themselves in the streets soon. I doubt it. The Queen has positions for those who are honest and honorable. There are those of us who see through the Ministry's lies, and our numbers are growing. Jory would approve, huh, Cass? Goodbye, Minister.
I'll have you know I'm very well connected, and
Your connections can't help with this. We know what you've been up to.
What do you mean?
We know you couldn't have witnessed this supposed meeting with Scarlet. We hear you were busy meeting with some lobbyists that day.
Lobbyist? What are you talking about?
So much for subtlety. You were busy gambling with some ruffians.
Keep your voice down. That's a baseless accusation.
Is that so, Minister Estelle? Perhaps you and I should speak privately and sort this little mess out. Please follow my guards. I'll be with you shortly.
Sweet, Ross. Is it any good?
Countess Anise, thank you for inviting us to your party. It's been an entertaining and productive evening.
No one is more delighted by your presence than I. With all that socializing and skullduggery, you must be craving the longest of naps. Now that this messy affair is out of the way, I feel fairly certain Queen Jenna will attend your summit. I think Minister Estelle will soon see the value in cooperating with me, rather than rotting in prison for treason. I may have use for her. On a separate note, I do hope you will stay and join the Queen's entourage,
I can take that.
Casimir.
Thank you.
You mean travel with the Queen to the summit? I'd be honored.
Yes, I think that's the right play. You will, of course, have time to relay the full details of your father's story at that time.
Oh, I don't think the Queen would be interested in...
Nonsense. Now go. Say pretty things to my guests and enjoy yourselves for the rest of the evening.
Yeah, Anise is kind of, you know, the archetype. She's the chancellor, the one who's actually in charge of the country. Not that Jenna's actually a bad leader. Ironically, she is, by all accounts, a pretty good monarch. First one Kryda's ever had, really. But Anise actually runs things, and she's pretty on top of things pretty consistently. You must visit more often. The party wouldn't have been nearly as much fun without you. The Queen sends her gratitude as well. She can now attend the summit. I'll be there as well, though incognito. If you have no objections, I believe I'll keep dear Casimir with me for a while. We have much to talk about, don't we? One question. If you knew Estelle was guilty, why not just out her? Put simply, I'm too close to the Queen for my claims to be believable without support. I'd lose much if our dear Jenna were incarcerated, and the ministers know it. That's where you come in. Aw. Goodbye. Actually, yeah. Leliana in Dragon Age in general, but especially Inquisition, is very Anise, or vice versa. I'm not sure which one came first, actually, but it doesn't matter. You get the point. I like that quest.
Ah, there you are, Countess. I trust I played my part in your charade this evening.
There, Blossom. You did very well as the sore green thumb at my affair. I'm sure everyone was far too intimidated by your glowering menace to notice it was an illusion standing beside you the whole time.
Care for an hors d'oeuvre?
Yes. I thought you seemed rather vapid.
That was a chaos orb. I'm actually not sure what that is. Oh, whatever. So I'm sure Bregwin didn't get any credit. But now, Bregwin, do you have any teleport to friends on you? And more importantly, are you willing to sacrifice one purely for the sake of testing? I'll compensate you. I can buy you some teleport 2s. That's actually pretty easy to do. But I am quite curious. Unfortunately, we lost Bregwin. No! We lost Bregwin. Oh, we have a letter from Timey. Good news and bad news. I'd ask which you want first, but, you know, it's mail. So I'll choose the good news first. No! Always do bad news first. As we have noticed, WRD, the waypoint recalibration device, worked like a champ. I've been monitoring the waypoint network, and as the workers repair the waypoints, the vines aren't attacking. Did I mention I'm a genius? Now for the bad news. It's Flunt. No surprise there. He insists I give him a personal demonstration of how it works. As if he doesn't believe my device is actually causing the change. I'm afraid he's going to try to weasel out of the summit. Could you come be my backup? We may have to beat him up or something. Sure. So hang on. Do either of you... Bregwin, hang on. Hold up. Blade Cheval's got her back. Go make dinner, Bregwin. Go make dinner. Bregwin is an amazing cook. I wish I could control the entire world, conquer this pathetic planet. Oh, I'm sorry. You stay rested. You stay rested. Just so I could hire Bregwin to be my personal chef. All right, so if Blade Cheval doesn't have Janthier, I do. Don't worry, this is a nice spoiler-free spot. That's actually specifically why I picked here. If I went a little bit south or west, might be getting more spoilery. But there's nothing here. Just a little village. Also, God, notice how immediately better the visuals are. Holy crap. Earlier, Blade Cheval was asking me about visual storytelling positives for zones in Guild Wars 2. And honestly, most of the vanilla zones haven't been very impressive. But the amount of increased design just on this one spot is noticeably improved. I mean, it better be. This is the expansion that came out last year. So, Blade Cheval cannot zone here. So it's not quite as good as we thought. That's a damn shame. Because I was going to give the game a positive if someone could piggyback, right, to the MSQ. Oh, well. Thank you for the test. I hope it didn't actually burn your thing, too. Hello, cat. Welcome to my lap again. He likes to hop into my lap and then out of my lap and then in of my lap and out of my lap. And he just does this over and over. At this point, I don't even know why. Yes, I've given up on you, cat. You make no sense. I need to hit buttons. There you go. Nah. Ah! Nope, couldn't quite make it. Yes, yes, that's still my lap. Those are my legs. You don't have to claw them. You're not going to fall. And if you did, it wouldn't be the end of the world. You're not very high up. He likes to just stay in this room. He will very rarely roam the house. I'm told he's still settling in, and that might be part of why. Okay, I'm just going to ignore Bram.
I'd go quickly, though. Those Asuran representatives are getting impatient.
Look, I teleported here as fast as I could, okay?
My crewmates in Ratasum have been monitoring the Waypoint network. They say your device is affecting waypoints, not ley lines. Why?
Can't you see? I adjusted the settings in the waypoint so they process the flow of magic at a more stable rate. I'll put it in simple language for you. My device interfaces with the waypoints and captures on-the-spot readings of magic's rate of flow through them. Using a complicated algorithm that I devised, it calculates the exact minimum frequency required to keep the waypoint running. It then adjusts the waypoint settings.
Our readings are inconclusive without more information. You must demonstrate this device. Now.
Okay. And now he's settled on my lap. Hello. Yes, that's my leg. Please stop clawing it. Thanks for coming so quickly. I hope you brought weapons. Are you able to protect the waypoint network? Yeah, it's working as predicted. My device is recalibrating the waypoints across Tyria, making them vibrate at a lower rate. Like spiders, Mordrim seems to be attracted to the vibrations in the net. Okay.
What are you whispering about over there?
We're formulating a plan to demonstrate how the device works. You'll note that this chamber has a number of waypoint-like props. We'll show you how it works. In miniature. You see, it's so easy, even a simpleton can do it. Take it away, Bram.
Nuh-uh. You're not fooling me again. Hey, boss. Why don't you take this one?
Alright.
There's an active waypoint. Well, a mini one. Go take control of the recalibration device.
So, what he's doing is he's doing this thing.
I know you love hitting things, but you've gotta use the recalibration device. You can't punch ley line energy.
Can't I?
Great. Now take aim at the waypoint and fire away till its energy's gone.
Check your readings, bro. Why, it is working. Keep at it. I want to see more.
Oh no, I accidentally shot Giga, no!
Great, they're eating this up! Go get one more!
Oh yeah, the achievements here are urge Timey to yell at Bram during the recalibration.
Truly impressive work for someone so young.
And let it reach full power are our two achievements here. I have to not hit Giga. There we go. No! Damn you, Giga.
Whoa, that quake was not my fault. Not it. Not it.
Actually, yes, Ross.
You're right, Timmy. There's Mordrim headed our way.
Crew, to me, take cover. What are Mordrim doing here?
Good question. Anyways, yes, I do remember statistical probabilities. I don't remember if it's the first or the second one, but I do remember it.
Big Big thing incoming, and it looks like it means business.
Ugh, another of these stupid things.
More than that. It's absorbing the ley line energy. Quick! We need to make sure it can't get any more. Use my recalibration device. It'll be just like before, only with lots of evil plans.
Why, Vex? Oh, that's why. I think? No. Why?
Oh, it's angry now. What?
I side with Cisco in that one. Pretty solidly. Ah, gotcha. I'll think about it. They really like invuln phases in Guild Wars 2. At least early Guild Wars 2. By memory, they stopped doing this after a certain point.
Scruffy's readings say that it's hiding under a tendril. Look for one that isn't attacking back.
Or kill them all.
This tendril's not attacking back.
The Mortar is back to steal more ley line energy. Better get on the recalibration. All right, I'll let you handle it. The more energy it gets, the more powerful it will be when it starts attacking.
Let it power up. No, let it power up. Giga, let it power up, let it power up. Let it gain all the power. No! It's fine. It's not the end of the world. Okay, Giga. We did finish. Oh no, it didn't. It still has the potential to reach full power. So we'll just chill here for a second. I wonder what full power is. It's up to 4 right now. What is that achievement? Power Sculpture. Let's see. Power Sculpture is 20 stacks. It's up to 11, 12. Oh, absolutely, Ross. It's also worth noting that their predictions completely... How do I phrase this? Predictions can be absolutely correct, that is to say in their math and their setup, their lineup, and still be completely wrong because variables they couldn't equate or calculate come into the equation, right? I actually have a specific example. All their predictions had absolutely nothing to do with... It didn't take into account the severity of how far the Founders were willing to go, and Weyoun.
Defense mode, Scruffy.
If you remember, Weyoun actually had a plan to literally wipe out Earth. And the Augment's plan for saving themselves centered around a resistance centered around Earth. I guess we could wait a second. Yeah, and exactly. They were correct with the equations they had, the information they had. It's something I myself have encountered in real life quite a bit. Every now and again I'll look at a puzzle, for example, and I'll say, well, this puzzle's impossible. Now, it's not impossible, but with the information I have access to at that point in time, it is. In other words, when I say that, what I mean is, I don't have all the information necessary to solve this puzzle. That's true in real life, too. They're gonna kill it. Wait, it's bleeding out? It was up to like 17... Oh, whatever.
Hey, come back here! Plant's gone into hiding. I think I found it. Yeah, this tendril's not attacking back. It's back, and it's sucking up ley line energy again.
Okay, so this time just burn it down as soon as it finishes absorbing energy. We'll just call that good. Because if it's not, this is taking too long. Delicious mana. Yeah, I kind of guessed, Ross. Are you happy now? Yeah, that elemental nearly soloed the frickin' boss for us. I don't think you know your own strength, Giga. Okay, there's 20. Okay. So it's at 20. Come on. Yeah, it's just sitting at 20, but it's not doing anything. Yeah, fine, I'll hit buttons. There we go. Kill it! I don't think we got it. Well, no, it's still there. We did get it. Woo! Just took a moment to acknowledge that we got it. Hi, Flunt.
My crew is on the verge of a breakthrough.
Is it safe to emerge? You're sure, absolutely sure there aren't more coming. Yeah, that was the big one. Yes, well, the big one, as you so quaintly put it, may have friends. Yeah, we successfully recalibrated all the waypoints. So you can see, my device will save the entire waypoint number. You can thank me now or later.
The waypoints are protected. Wonderful.
So, will you agree to come to the Grove Summit?
Not so fast, my muscular friend. In light of this new development, I have decided to add further stipulations to the deal.
What? Why, you...
Silence, Timey. As a ward of the College of Synergetics of Ratasum, you are required to hand over all inventions for study and documentation. I hereby claim proprietorship over this waypoint recalibration device. I will hold it in trust for you until your graduation.
No! I made this on my own time, outside of Ratasum.
Irrelevant. Hand it over like a good progeny, and we will see you at the summit.
No, I won't let you take it.
Tommy, no!
You wouldn't dare disobey your superiors, would you? Just hand it over.
Come on! Calm down and think.
Told you! It's mine!
Ah! Crew! After that delinquent!
And yes, if it's not obvious, PB Goodfate is correct. Blunt is just trying to take credit for this. Which, by the way, is actually really common in real-life academic circles. Getting your name on the papers is everything.
I swear, that kid is gonna be the death of me. My bet is she's headed deeper into the desert, and that means she's either in trouble now or will be very soon. Let's go.
Flunt. Don't worry. He never gets better. Why do I keep getting these I need to look these up later. These random things. He's just sitting in my lap purring. Like, he's not doing anything. I don't understand. What are you doing? That's also a good question, Scumlord. I know that we're desperately trying to get all of the people united, and that's probably why we're licking boots right now, but honestly, the real answer is probably the fact that we're barely a character at the moment. Oh, goody. And we're in the middle of a sandstorm. No, Mr. Good Fate, I expect you to die. There's a hero challenge up here. Where am I at on hero points? 6. Alright. I want a nice, even, rounded by 10 number, so... No. Nope, these give 1. It's pretty sure, because I'm pretty sure the 10 thing started with Heart of Thorns proper. And it looks like I was right. I'm flying blind. Oh, hey, I can see. Oh yeah, hey Pax. What were we farming in this zone? I have distinct memories of hitting certain spots regularly here. But I couldn't figure out what the hell we were farming. I didn't think it was one of the Ascended accessories. Because, like, I remember those. Like, there was the berries and the pearls and all those zone-specific currency things. Freaking berries. Yeah, exactly. That's later content. It's post-heart. Like, the more I look around, the more I know I've done this zone. And I remember routes I would take to farm through here. Yeah, I wasn't doing the Silver Waste thing. Google, the wiki wasn't very helpful, although apparently they did flatten whatever it is you used to be able to get in this zone. So anyways, there's Inquest.
Get away from me!
Oh my god. I will do everything to save you, Timmy. Don't worry. Speaking of which, I think we could finally swing a character positive for Timmy.
Stop that golem!
Jesus. Can you hurt those in the cutscene, Giga? As a reminder, she's a cripple.
Hang on, Timmy. We're coming.
Jesus, Kika. Just murdering everything back there in the cutscene. That's funny.
Timmy, you okay, kid?
Ram, they were all around me. I thought...
Hey now. You're okay. You're fine. They're all gone. We've got your back. They're safe now.
What are they doing here?
They're about to die. Oh, it's a dialogue. It's too soon. I need more time. If they want the device, they can wait. I'll give it up later. This is for the greater good. Explain about how rewarding evil, not to mention theft from promising students, is for the greater good. You're sacrificing so that they go to the summit. Why do I have to be the one to sacrifice something, especially something important? Okay, if you really don't want to give it up. Nah. Oh, it's okay. I understand. It just makes me so mad. It's just they don't deserve it. It's my work. But the summit is important.
All right. I'll do anything if it helps us get rid of Mordremoth.
That's a good decision, Progeny. You're lucky to be alive.
Shut up.
That's a good decision, Progeny. You're lucky to be alive.
Tiny, remember what we talked about.
Fine, take it. But if you break it, you pay for it.
By the way, fun fact, Flunt is voiced by Steve Blum in all of his appearances. And yes, you'll be seeing more of him.
Hey.
Yeah, exactly. Good. I'm glad you're here. Kid's stubborn, but yeah, me too. You got this. I need to get to the Grove. I'll take Timey to the Grove when she's calmed down. Losing her invention and getting cornered by Inquest really scared her. Seeing all those leaders in one place should cheer her up, though. See you around, Luke. Have a good day at Wake. I love it when bags give me bags. It wasn't sand, was it, Pax? Because I know we get sand here. No, it was like specific... It was specific drops. Like we were roaming looking for stuff that would randomly spawn, like chests or something. Because we were being blackmailed. Triaxia, put it very simply. Oh! You're right! That's why I couldn't find anything about it. It was for the frickin' necklace. It also explains why I have such strong memories of it. That was relatively recently. Yeah, that was part of getting this thing. Right here. Okay, that was bugging me. It's like, what the hell are we farming in this stupid zone? Okay, so this is a boss fight. I would like people to be here for this, please. Like, I can do it. Oh, is this not the hard one? Am I misremembering? I remember the meta event in the Silver Waste. And how often people would fail at it. Pop it back to Pax. He keeps doing this thing where he rests his head, and then his ear hits my arm, right? And then his ear goes flap, 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 flap. Flap, 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 flap. But yeah, for a bit of perspective, we will see Flunt all the way through Icebrood. Freaking Flunt. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so do you see how Pax didn't immediately hit yes? That means he probably hadn't loaded in yet. So, that's me showing off what that looks like from my end. He didn't see the pop-up at all.
You seem uncomfortable being back home in the Grove, Blossom.
I despise both puns and pet names, Countess. But as long as you hold my billet, I will go where you need me.
Worried your mother might not approve of all your naughty misadventures?
I'm sure she has far larger concerns.
True. You are only one among her thousands of children. Not as dear to her as her firstborn, like our heroic Pack Marshal.
It may be wiser to focus such commentary on someone without a violent criminal history, Countess.
Wagon thinks this is a good time to be in the Grove.
Also, Countess Anise in her Sylvari form here. It'll come back, Brigwin. Let's put it that way. There's a part of the reason that I want people to start paying attention as of Season 2 is very few of these plot threads will not come back in the future. There are a couple. There are a few things that just kind of get abandoned, like the Mr. E thing. But for the most part, we're officially in continuity land now. And I think from season 3 and onwards, nothing is abandoned. Story-wise. Oh, you can't join? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We've got another boss fight coming up.
We did it. They're all coming.
So they said. I'll believe it when I see it.
Everyone understands how important this is. They'll be here.
Remember your place here. We have an audience with them. It's not a party.
Agreed. We may not be able to speak at all. They're here to talk to one another.
They'll listen to the boss. I know it.
But I don't have a voice actor right now.
This envy of your older siblings ill becomes you. You'd do well to find a way past it. I think you overestimate the value of being first. A wind-fallen fruit has never appealed to me, as much as one left on the bough to ripen.
You do keep those blades of yours keen, Countess.
Forgive my meddling petal. It's just that I see such potential in you.
Petal? I fear you've only employed me in order to sharpen your wit, or work on your plant puns. Why not prove me wrong and tell me your true purpose?
All in good time.
Do you treat everyone you encounter like children?
You're a delicate flower, aren't you? So easily bruised.
I have a thick skin. I also learn from my missteps. For example, you fooled me once with your illusions. So now I wonder if you're truly as young as...
Do not finish that sentence. Not here. Not ever.
At last, a substantial response.
Yes, well, you would be wise to remember your place and check that tongue of yours.
When will you tell me why you've brought me here?
I'm trying to decide if I can trust you out in the field. I mean, after that nasty business on South Sun.
Regardless of what you may believe, I was trying to free those refugees from the Consortium's exploitation. I went about it poorly, criminally, and I answered for my crimes.
Your intentions in that affair, whether noble or not, aren't what concern me. It's your failure to evade capture.
I beg your pardon?
Noble intentions don't interest me. What I need is a sharp instrument. A knife that can be employed before anyone realizes it's struck.
Show me where to cut, Countess, and I will be your blade.
Oh my god, I think it is Zach Taft. Hang on. Hang on. So it's Catherine Tabor is the actress. Hang on. Yeah, that is. That is the voice of Padme. In, like, everything except for the movies. Huh. I can hear it now. She does a bunch of stuff, so that's not surprising. She's all over the place. I never knew that. Hang on. Hang on. I'm sorry. Let me double check something here. Nope. That is her. That's Mission Vow from KOTOR. Penelo from Final Fantasy XII. And... hang on. And obviously Padme, we already mentioned that. Yeah. And Vet from Tor. I mean, I knew Vet and Val were the same actress. But, like, I never realized that that was Padme, who is also Anise. Apparently she voices someone in FF14 as well. I'm not sure who there. Mm-hmm. I can hear it now. Now that I'm listening to her voice, I can hear it. Sorry. Moving on. I had word of this summit from those... I had word of this summit from the Mother Tree. You're doing a good thing. Those of us who remember the encounter with Zaitan know how merciless Elder Dragons can be. Oh yeah. Sorry, real quick. So we killed Zaitan in 1327. No. There we go. Sorry, 1325. It has been 2 years. It's been 2 years since we killed Zhaitan. I'm only here to give you moral support and answer questions about the Pact's current plans. You're the one who must make the world leader see that this is a matter of dire import. What's happening with the Pact? We've regrouped and regained some of our strength after Zhaitan. We had been planning to go after Kralkatorrik, but then we all heard the dragons bellow. You ready to take on Mordremoth? Not yet, but we will be soon. We're setting up a forward camp from which to begin the assault. I'll call on you at some point in the future. In the Silver Wastes. I've been away. I've noticed. While I would prefer having you at my side, I also know you've been instrumental in saving many lives. You have your path. Who's to say it's less important than mine? It's been one thing after another. I suspect you have many stories to tell, and we'll talk more soon, but for now I believe you have a world to unite. Alright, so avoid all breath and claw attacks. Avoid all stomp attacks. Interact with the Mote of Challenge. Where's the Mote of Challenge? We should totally do challenge mode. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Although, if we're going to do that, we really should drag Blade Travell in here. Hang on. Let me see if I can drag Blade Travell in. Give me a sec. Nope. Instance create failed. Also, Blade Travell's in Lion's Arch. No wonder he couldn't join. I knew it. Oh, there he is. Never mind.
How far is that?
I'll just wait a moment here. Wait for everyone to load in. Okay, I think everyone's here. Wait, hang on. Okay, everyone seems to be moving. I think we're all here. That's a new one. We're going to try that one more time, and then we're going to restart. Okay, so Alt F4. We're going to chill a minute. We're going to get some very tense music going here. Do you know someone was paid money to make this song? Probably more money than I make. Okay, we're good. Oh god, it's like save, carry forward or something like that. That is from Resident Evil 1, the Director's Cut edition. It is, the name of the song is Mansion Basement. You can look this up. This is not like a joke. That's actually a part of the real soundtrack. There we go. Okay, so we're going to have to listen to a couple of those things again. But the good news is I can just rush over here.
I'm comfortable being back home in the Grove.
We did it. They're all coming.
So they said. I'll believe it when I see it.
Everyone understands how important this is. They'll be here.
Yep, jump if you see a circle. Dodge if you see anything else. And bring your A game. This is a mean fight.
They're here to talk to one another.
They'll listen to the boss. I know it.
Alright, Jahearn. Hey, 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 hey. Okay.
Siblings ill becomes you. You'd do well to find a way past it. I think you overestimate the value.
Shh. Shh. Quiet.
Announcing Her Royal Majesty, Queen Jenna of Divinity's Reach.
Hi, you made it.
beautiful.
Representing
Now go,
the great
before the
Lodge of
Queen
Holbreath,
notices you're gone.
Newt Whitebear.
I missed you.
Me too.
And there he is. Thanks, Newt.
On behalf of Ratasum's Arcane Council, Councillor Flunt.
Flunt. Hope he trips on his robes.
And finally, Smoda the Unflinching, Imperator of the Black Citadel.
For the legions!
Pardon me. The world leaders are assembled and awaiting your presence. You may proceed to the Omphalos chamber.
That's our cue. Best behavior, everyone.
I can't wait to see Flunt's stupid face when he realizes we're right.
Pardon? I'm sorry to interject myself, but I'm afraid your golem won't be allowed to ascend to the Omphalos chamber.
What? Oh.
This is for grown-ups anyway, Timing. You need to wait for us down here.
You're kidding, right?
Somebody needs to stay down here and guard our backs. We'll be vulnerable up there. I'll tell you all about it later. Promise.
You'd better remember every little detail, Bram. All right, Scruffy and I will guard the way out.
She failed. She stood up to it and growled.
Damn it. I missed the full dialogue.
Nice shell.
But yes, the Quaggan couple continue to be a thing. Since season 1. Also Frostbite's just kind of going crazy over there. It's actually not in chat. I double checked. I was apparently out of range for it to grab it. I was gonna say something. Really, really, really tiny little tidbit. So Anise is the great granddaughter of Evenia. Now, that means nothing to you, of course, Giga, and probably half of you. Evenia was from Guild Wars 1. She was a fairly major character in the early story arc, and then just kind of vanished from the story at a certain point. But we do know that she went on to help put together the Shining Blade and turn that into its own thing, and blah, 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 blah. Anyways. Yeah, no, it tracks.
Esteemed leaders, welcome to the Grove. Your attendance at this critical summit is appreciated. We are here at the behest of the honored group you see before you. I'm told you're all familiar with one another, so I won't make introductions. I will, however, let their spokesperson give us a summary. So, without further ado, please begin.
Yeah, I didn't see the moat. Hang on one second. Sorry, taking notes. I didn't see the moat. I was taking a note. Greetings. I am Lore Runner. Thank you for coming. It says much about your leadership that you did. We've all been hearing about Mordremoth's awakening and the damage the Elder Dragon has already wrought. In the time that this dragon has been awake, it's been sending out vines as far as the Iron Marches. Soon Tyria will be nothing more than a giant briar patch. These vines are very malicious. Fort Selma has been destroyed, Fort Concordia as well. Their defenses could not keep down an enemy that rises from beneath, shaking the very foundation of walls and towers. We can't know where it will attack until it does. No one is safe. Our families, our people, our trade routes, and most recently our waypoints were threatened. They may be again someday. This is why I stand before you and ask you, the most powerful leaders in Tyria, to link arms and armies to work together to keep one of us and all of us safe and secure. It is up to us. There is no one else. We must unite, for we are all Tyrians.
Thank you for that information. Esteemed leaders, what are your thoughts?
Mordremoth. Its attacks have been far-reaching but unfocused. Meanwhile, Ascalonian ghosts continue to harass us.
Oh no. Is this character's first play of the chapter? It is. I think? Yeah, no, it is. This character has not done these quests. Damn it. Yeah. Whatever. If the Ascalonian ghosts aren't reason enough, we have an army of Flame Legion constantly nipping at our heels, just waiting for us to leave the Black Citadel unprotected so they can invade. So, when Mordremoth has destroyed your citadel, what then? That'll happen over my dead body. How can you even suggest such a thing? It's already destroyed 2 forts. A friend of mine lost her sister in one of those. You should visit our territory one day so you can see how the Flame Legion and Ascalonian ghosts kill our loved ones. Maybe you'll understand why we can spare no one. Don't you have hope now that you can deal with the ghosts? I suppose I do. And that allows me to relax one eye. But only one. You were instrumental in that experiment, and though it wasn't completely successful, I believe it will be one day. I believe that Mordremoth is the greatest threat right now. They're plant creatures. How hard can they be to fight? One good flamethrower. With all due respect, the 2 forts were defended by Vigilant Seraph. They were unprepared, taken by surprise. In the future, everyone will be more alert and ready. I saw with my own 2 eyes how these places were torn asunder. I heard it was bad. Alright, I respect you, and that alone is the reason I'm agreeing to explore this. I make no commitment, but I will participate in discussions. Thank you, Imperator.
Holbrecht has its hands full with Jormag and the Sons of Svanir. You want us to leave our homesteads to their mercy and go after Mordremoth?
You're an idiot. Next question. I'm just tired, Czar. I remember the day Jormag awoke and began spewing cold hatred on my people. I've lost friends, family, and every single day it's a struggle to keep from losing more. Mordremoth doesn't care that you're too busy to fight back. It is coming. Mordremoth is not yet as close as the Sons of Svanir. They press in around our homesteads. That's more important. If you wait until Mordremoth reacts to attacks, it'll be too late. I do not command an army. My people make up their own minds and follow their own legends. Then make them aware. Join the discussion. Relay what you hear. That's something I can do. The hunters choose their own prey, but I can make sure they know what's coming. I know many who would leap at a chance to fight a dragon.
I have Wolfborn and hunters who are eager to face the prey of a lifetime. They'll come.
Why isn't the Pact handling this? Are they mired in ore?
Aren't you being a bit alarmist? What does Traheron have to say? I want to know what he and the Pact are doing. It's their job, after all. You've seen for yourself what Mordrim can do, Counselor. And if I may interrupt, the Pact Commander has far more knowledge about Mordremoth than I do. I'm here to learn, to listen and consider. The Pact is not all-powerful. I'm sure the Pact will do what they can, but that won't be enough.
Won't be enough. Why not? You took down Zaitan. What's so different about this one? Just do it again.
We lost many people in that fight. The Order's numbers are reduced.
That's your responsibility. Many of those lost were Ashura.
All the more reason not to cut yourself off from the rest of us.
We have ample protection. Saying we should put ourselves on the line to protect you? We're safe in Radasum.
Okay, real quick. Do you see this? This is Dragon's Stand, okay? This is where we fight Mordremoth's body. This is Radasum. Moving on. So, are you safe? Like you were safe underground?
Point well made. Though it galls me to admit it, if we hadn't come to the surface, Primordus and its destroyers would have annihilated my people.
Yeah, we saved your ass that time, too.
For now, we will continue to study the situation and participate in discussions with other races. For now.
Much as I am loath to admit it, Radasum has evidence of Mordremoth's insidious invasion. Its tendrils prey on the magic that powers our waypoints and gates.
I don't doubt that Mordremoth is a great threat to Tyria, but the safety of my people must be my foremost priority.
First, I take a bite right before I had to talk. Of course, they're all idiots. They're politicians. We are brave and strong, but we are few. For too long, we've been at war. Centaurs run right up to our doorstep. Every week I send letters of condolences to families who've lost loved ones. Yeah, your situation is no different than any of the others. Perhaps that's true. We all have a responsibility to protect our people and see them prosper. I'm not ashamed to admit I don't see how this will work. What are you asking? Okay, I would like this scene a lot better if each of them came up with their own, like, unique perspectives and problems with the situation. But if you're paying attention, all of them have said the exact same thing with different words. We've got our own problems, why should we help you? We've got our own problems, why should we help you? We've got our own problems, why should we help you? It's just repeating itself over and over and over again. And each time it's like, our response is essentially, you're an idiot. I'm not going to read the rest of this. Moving on.
I will dedicate a special force to dealing with this new threat. If there is no Tyria, there is no Divinity's Reach. You have all given me hope for Tyria. It seems we...
Weapons out! We're under attack!
The enemy is here. Defend yourself.
Hey guys, we've got uninvited company down here.
Up here, too.
Time. Get in your golem and hold the line. Send the leaders down once it's safe.
You can't! They tore up the lift as soon as they got here! You're trapped up there!
No, we're not. Cass, start preparing a portal. Already on it.
Okay. Let's clear out the Mordrum and get the leaders to Cashmere's portal. Come on.
One thing I like, and they definitely do this on purpose.
Since I fought a battle such as this. Bring on Mordremoth!
Zhaitan, because of bad writing, had no real strategy or approach or anything, really. Mordremoth likes to outthink his opponents.
Way's clear. Heading down with Whitebear.
And they even showed in tiny little details, like them breaking the elevator just a second ago. It's obvious that there's an actual strategy and overall battle plan in mind for pretty much every time Mordremoth attacks anywhere. Which makes sense.
I'll accompany you down.
That's all of them. Go on through. I'll keep the portal open as long as I can.
Okay.
Before you go, I must speak with you alone.
What's up? Yes, I can sense you clearly now. I am weakened. Are you okay? What happened to you? I can't take much more. The assault was fierce. These Mordrum tore at my roots and battered my branches, and be warned, there's another. One of the most dangerous. It's a lieutenant. It comes directly from Mordremoth. You know it from your dream. It draws near. If I die, listen, you will hear its approach. So, yeah, Scarlet was literally just one of the things Mordremoth was doing. Remember this guy? We actually saw him in the tutorial of a Sylvari.
Where'd your portal go?
I don't know. It was holding strong. Then all of a sudden it was cut off.
It's attacking the chamber!
Hang on. We'll do what we can from down here. Just hang on.
Exit to the Grove? No! Dang it. Stop doing that. I like the name of this lieutenant, though. Shadow of the Dragon. Makes more sense if you think about it later.
It's heading to the rear of the chamber.
Oh man, I would totally eat Smoke Dragon. I always picture dragon meat as being really spicy. Because I'm a weirdo and spend time thinking about things like that. Oh. Why would I do that, Golgrim? God.
I'm sure there's some meat on those bones. See, dragon ribs is the obvious answer. I feel like we could go with, like, dragon tenderloin, maybe? Yeah, you can tell he's HP barriering because we keep beating his face in. Kentucky Fried Dragon. Dragon loin. Yeah. It's a pork loin. Yeah, that was the jump. I didn't recognize that, so I got hit by it too. Still haven't gotten hit by the other thing. Yeah, I was expecting the jump wave thing, not like the whole arena to go red. Why shouldn't we eat Zaitan? No. Primordius. He comes self-cooked. Or if you prefer chilled, that's what Jormag's for. I think I got the one achievement. Yeah, I totally failed the jump one.
The threat has been quelled for now. Oh, please come closer. Please, I must share something with you. I'm fading.
What is that?
It's working! I've re-established the portal flow! Come on down! Mother, are you alright? Quickly, she's hurt and needs mending.
No good, I'm not on my healer.
It's nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. Counselors.
How's it going?
You're right, this attack kills any doubt about how dangerous Mordremoth is. Yeah, it's almost like Mordremoth just convinced all the people of the world to unite against him. Why would he do that, though?
Let me guess. Trouble.
So, he's going to stay here and help with Sylvari, but then I'm going to have a strategy session with my Tribunes. They need to know what I learned here today. After that, I'll delegate someone to work with the other races. Possibly Colgrim. Given how Mordremoth operates, he could have been going for both. Whichever one wins, he's fine with it, right? Like, I don't want to talk up Mordremoth as being the super smart person, but I absolutely think at least part of this was bait. Even if it was just the backup plan.
Excelsior!
As much as I appreciate your efforts in fending off that monstrosity, I'm anxious to depart this overly fragrant hothouse. Yes. Wolfby will be proud of the beating we just gave that dragon. Can't wait to tell my sons about this. Let's start polishing the weapons to fight Mordremoth before I even finish telling the tale. Yeah, where's the Quaggan couple? I swear to God, you kill those Quaggans, I will burn this game to the ground. I don't see him. I really don't. They're gone. I mean, yeah, no, exactly, Colgrim. We may be flying by the seat of our pants a lot of the time, But if there's one common trait in Guild Wars 2, it's that the villains constantly underestimate us. If you're paying attention, that's pretty similar to something that happens over in WoW. It's one of the reasons that, well, I won't spoil names, but there are 2 recent villains who have recognized the threat of us, and half of their plans involve doing everything in their power to not fight us. Pretty much, Colburn. I'm leaving now. I am eager to return to Fort Trinity to prepare for investigations, or to continue preparations against Mordremoth. It's reminding me of the Blightcast. Poor Lion's Arch. It's had more than its fair share of bad luck lately. There's an intelligence behind this attack that does not fit what I know about Elder Dragons. Agreed, it was too well timed. We need more information. Who knew about the summit? Only those present, and anyone they told. Too many. Information like that leaks like water through cotton. Someone sent the shadow of the dragon after us. Remember the creature from your dream, don't you? How could I forget? Thing is, the things we see in our dreams have a way of coming around. Your wild hunt. You feel the call yet? Actually, no. This is the same hunt. You helped destroy Zytan, but that did not complete your hunt. The next phase is beginning. The Elder Dragons. You see, my friends, I had a vision.
That was horrible. I'm still shaking.
Is the pale tree going to be okay?
No one seems to know. The Sylvari I talked to have never seen her like this. That dragon hurt her badly.
That Zephyrite saboteur had a note on him that pointed to an important target. The leader. You think he meant the pale tree?
I think he took that answer to the grave. But this dragon minion sure convinced people that this summit wasn't a waste of time after all.
Are you feeling okay, boss? You've got a strange look on your face.
Sorry. According to Colgrim, the Quaggan couple are alive and well in Lion's Arch now. So, I had a vision. Golden light and crystals. The pale tree showed me something, and it felt like a call to action. I don't know what, though. So, cast Jory. Go to the Derman Priory. Timey, continue your research, but keep it quiet. Yeah, we don't want any more nosy counselors butting into derailing my work. I'll be discreet, boss. Bram, Rox, stay close to Timey. You got it, boss. What about you? I'm gonna go save the world. And there's Untouched. Woo!
It's over and you've passed your audition. You're to go with them.
Why?
I want you to learn what you can about the Pack's plans. Follow them to their staging area. I need someone there I know who can get the job done. And I believe you may be that someone.
I shall prove you correct. Until we meet again.
So, as much as I'd love to take more of a bite out of Season 2, who wants to try challenge mode in that fight? We can push through that pretty quickly. Question is... I was saying, I think one of you is going to have to start it. Because I'm not even... Well... I'm curious of something. You can start it, but I'm curious of something. Let me... If I hit this button, what happens? Check mail. Zoop. There it is. Now. Aha! Nope, I can do it. There it is. World Summit. Oh. I was wondering how this worked. Yeah. 2 buttons and I can restart the last step of the entire quest chain. That's awesome. And this is how the purples work in action. Alright, so challenge mode. Challenge mode. It should be like right here. Yep, there it is. Challenge mode. Activate challenge mode. Complete this without dying more than twice. Wow. Okay. Yeah, Bragman's probably AFK.
Uncomfortable being back home in the Grove.
We did it. They're all coming.
So
blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah.
We may not be able to speak at all.
There we go. Okay. Blah 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 blah.
You'd do well to find a way past it. I think you overestimate the
Shh. Quiet.
Do 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 do. Hang on. I need to show my proper.
Announcing Her Royal Majesty, Queen Jenna of Divinity's Reach.
I don't think there's a way to skip this. Wait, Giga! Giga!
Now go, before the Queen notices you're gone.
Newt Whiteball.
I missed you.
Me too.
And there he is. Thanks, Newt.
Oh, well, apparently, right. I actually knew that. I have to do Ice Brood to get Play Dead.
On behalf of Ratasum's arcane...
Aw, they have babies. Oh yeah, the Quaggins. Much more important than these yahoos.
Norn must be sweating in all those furs.
Quaggan doesn't think Norn sweat, especially not legendary heroes like Newt Whitebear. He is the Norn leader.
Quaggan didn't think Norn had leaders.
And finally, Smoda the Unflinching,
where they
Imperator of the Black Citadel.
to avoid chaos.
For the Legion!
Oh, nice teeth.
Ooh, Quaggin likes you. The world leaders are assembled.
Look, Penelope. That's an important leader of the charm.
That's our cue. Best behavior,
Quaggan
everyone.
wouldn't want to
Can't
make
wait to
him
see Floyd's
angry.
stupid face when he realizes we're right.
Pardon, I'm sorry to interject myself, but I'm afraid your golem won't be allowed to ascend to the Omphalos chamber.
What?
Oh,
This is for grown-ups anyway, Timing. You need to wait for us down here.
You're kidding, right?
Somebody needs to stay down here and guard our
That's
backs.
Keith.
We'll be
She's
vulnerable.
a member of Destiny's
I'll tell
Edge.
you all about it
They
later.
say she's
Promise.
a skilled thief. You better remember every little detail, Bram. All right, Scruffy and I will guard the way out.
She fought Kralkatorrik. She failed, but she stood up to it and growled.
Yeah, I noticed that, Evan. Like, the other two legions were only... I think as of this moment have only really been in the Char Racial.
Live well.
Esteemed leaders, welcome to the Grove. Your attendance at this critical summit is appreciated. We are here at the behest of the honored group you see before you. I'm told you're all familiar with one another, so I won't make introductions. I will, however, let their spokesperson give us a summary. So, without further ado, please begin.
Of course. Whoop, whoop.
Hey, sugar.
Stop talking to Marjorie. More.
Esteemed leaders, what are your thoughts?
More
Embrace
dramatic.
simplicity.
Its attacks have been far-reaching but unfocused.
You're going mad, Baby Good Faith.
While Ascalonian ghosts continue to harass us.
Oh no, I accidentally killed all the leaders of the world. Oh no. Sorry, what were we doing?
Holbrecht
Hi,
has
Jay
his
Palmer.
hands full with Jormak and the Sons of Svanir. You want us to leave our homesteads to their mercy and go after Mordramoth?
More. I'll stop doing it.
I have Wolfborn and hunters who are eager to face the prey of a lifetime.
This is even stupider if you hear their lines back to back.
Why isn't the Pact handling this? Are they mired in ore? Much as I am loath to admit it, Ratasum has evidence of Mordremoth's insidious invasion. Its tendrils prey on the magic that powers our waypoints and gates.
I don't doubt that Mordremoth is a great threat to Tyria, but the safety of my people must be my foremost priority. I will dedicate a special force to dealing with this new threat. If there is no Tyria, there is no Divinity's Reach.
You have all given me hope for Tyria. It seems we...
Okay. Good luck. I don't know how much harder this one's gonna be. Remember not to die. You don't get the achievement if you die too many times.
Hold the lock. Send the leaders down once it's safe.
You can't! They tore up the lift as soon as they got here! You're trapped up there!
No, we're not. Cass, start preparing a portal. Already on it.
Okay, let's clear out the Mordrum and get the leaders to Casimir's portal. Come on!
It's been ages since I fought a battle.
Place clear!
Oh, from pretty much the point we're at onwards, Jay Palmer, I barely even notice. It's almost like they got actual honest-to-goodness voice directors at this point.
I'll accompany you down.
The way is clear, sir.
That's all of them. Go on through. I'll keep the portal open as long as I can.
Wait. Before you go, I must speak with you alone.
Oh my god. Hold up. Challenge mode has invulnerable healing pods with Thorn Shield, which continuously heal the shadow, and may trap party members in pods. Players that break free from pods receive the Mordrum Pheromones effect that allows damage to the healing pods. For each pod in the map, the Shadow of the Dragon will become invulnerable at 25%. So if 2 pods are present, it's invulnerable at 50%, and so on. Okay.
Casimir, what happened?
So right now, it's fully invincible.
I don't know. It was holding strong. Then all of a sudden it was cut off.
It's attacking the chamber!
Hang on! We'll do what we can from down here. Just hang on.
Ah, look out!
Look for weak points when it attacks.
Jumping. Oh, Jesus. I was not ready for that, apparently. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, so Blade to Vulcan can damage things now. Looks like. If I read that correctly. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Ah, get off my screen, you stupid bug. Ah. Oh, oh. This should allow me to break pods. Maybe? No. Go the pods. Jump. Jump. I don't see any pods. Where's the pods?
On your right, dragon scooting around the room.
Oh, I lost the pheromones. How invulnerable is he right now? Oh, we can damage him, so somebody's been killing pods without me. I'm not gonna name names. Giga. I actually do see one, but I don't have a thing. Does anyone have pheromones right now? Because there's a pod up. Yeah, I just hop a bunch. That seems to be the best strategy there. Pod down. Yeah, me too, Colgan. You notice it changed his rotation, too. Thought it went down for a second. Really startled me. So I'd be like, what hit me? Shoot her! Shoot her!
The threat has been quelled for now. Oh, please come closer.
Yeah, what's up? Wait, I can't skip this? Seriously? I love that face, by the way.
I must share something with you.
I'm gonna grab water. I'm gonna go forge water. I'm gonna start calling it that. I'm gonna forge water.
It's working! I've re-established the portal flow! Come on down!
Mother, are you all right? Quickly! She's hurt and needs mending.
Okay. No, I don't have anything else for you. Actually, I do, Jay Palmer. Okay. Woot. Then I remember when Mythic started being mean, and then really mean, and then really, really mean. And then, oh god, oh god, oh god.
What do you want?
Yeah, that was Legion, by the way. Mythics officially got mean by the end of Legion, is how I want to phrase it. I know that sounds strange, but like, early Mythic Legions were mean, and then mid-Mythic Legion Mythics were pretty mean. And Taurus Mythics were horrible.
I'm still shaking.
Is the pale tree going to be okay?
No one seems to know. The Sylvari I talked to have never seen her like this. That dragon hurt her badly.
That Zephyrite Saboteur had a note on him that pointed to an important target. The leader. Do you think he meant the pale tree?
I think he took that answer to the grave. But this dragon minion sure convinced people that this summit wasn't a waste of time after all.
Are you feeling okay, boss? You've got a strange look on your face.
Yeah, I've got Expositor. There you go. Moatmaster.
Time is over and you've passed your audition.
Congrats, everyone.
You're to go with them.
I assume everyone got that.
I want you to learn what you can about the Pack's plans. Follow them to their staging area.
Ooh.
I need someone there I know who can get the job done. And I believe you may be that someone.
I shall prove you correct. Until we meet again.
It's another of these stupid things. I need to figure that out. Okay.
Ugh.
I wonder.
No, 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 no. In WoW, Colgrim. In Suramar, which is not in Guild Wars 2. Oh my god. Wow. No, no, hold on, hold on. Let me move the cable. There you go. Ah. God, cat. Trying to help you out here. Sending out an explorer named Campbell to investigate strange activities in Fort Salma. It's funny you say that, Rector's Bird. I feel like I'm slowing down. Season 1 and 2 have taken absolutely frickin' forever. Forgive me for sounding irritable, but goddamn, we're still in vanilla. We all know vanilla is just the worst. Imagine if we'd been actually doing all the content. We would... Oh, we'd be here for weeks. Just weeks. That's an interesting bug. Let's try that again. There, is that better? I had to move my arm. Hello? You will never defeat me. Mordremoth will eat your bones. So, each MMO I've covered has had a point in time in which it suddenly became relaxing, right? I'm explaining that wrong, but like, I feel like I'm slogging through the MMO until I hit point X. And once I hit point X, it's like, oh, thank God, right? Like, all of them have had that. I actually don't know when Guild Wars 2 will hit that point. We're not there yet.
Please, stop. Please, don't kill me. Stay back, Mordrum. I'm not a Mordrum. You're confused. I'm not a Mordrum.
Belinda Jane Delacroix, halt!
Margie, what's happening?
Belinda, I'm here.
I'm anticipating it'll be Season 3. That's my guess.
You did good, Margie. You brought my sword.
I promise I'll care for it.
The darkness overwhelms you. I'll rend your enemies before they can harm you. Until the day you die, I'll be with you. My love for you is everlasting.
You're fine.
Show me the sword.
Stop trying to strangle yourself on my cable, please. Thank you. So, that sucks.
Are you all right?
Belinda. Her spirit. She fused herself with the sword.
Are you okay?
I think so.
We're here for you. Just say the word.
She thought I was a Mordrum. She was going to kill me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how that works. So yeah, she just infused her soul into the blade. So, we haven't talked a lot about the metaphysics of this setting, but similar to a lot of other settings, Forgotten Realms, excuse me, the moment you die, obviously your body dies, but your soul is pretty much immediately released, and there's a lot of things that can happen to your soul at that point, and I mean a lot. We can just ask Bladeterville about that. So there's plenty... Oh god, hang on. Colgrim's about to be horribly evil. I'm ready. I'm ready, Colgrim. I'm ready to stab Colgrim. To demonstrate. Permanently. Oh, you know what? That's actually a good point, Colgrim. Yeah, you know what? Let's shelve that discussion. That's a good point. It'll actually be more plot relevant later. Here's all you need to know right now. The soul keeps going after the body dies. Pretty normal, right? For particularly bad deaths, the soul tends to hang around. Once again, we've actually already discussed that, because that's part of the Char story arc with the Ascalonian ghosts. So, you know, you kind of already get the general idea there. Ghosts can be cursed. Cursed ghosts can be utilized, but if a ghost finds a sufficient amount of peace with itself, it can move on to the mists, or it can become part of something else. Now, it's actually debatable if she's, for lack of a better way to put that, in that sort of, if she's conscious anymore. It is arguable that her soul simply became part of the essence of the sword. In other words, she gets no afterlife. She's gone. It is also possible that she is now aware within that sword. We'll talk more about that later. But the point is, one way or another, that sword now actually houses Belinda's soul. I'll have to do some research. Maybe this is a special blade? I can't believe she just did that. It'll be okay. Take some time. Get some rest. No time to rest. Kaz and I were making headway on the Priory. Got another meeting scheduled with Master Mackay. Delaying would be a mistake. We've got to arm ourselves against Mordremoth. A big, quiet library is exactly the kind of environment I need right now.
I was investigating the ruins when the spirits of fallen Seraph overwhelmed me. I'd be dead now if it weren't for you. Thank you for saving my life. I'm heading to the Silver Waste to do some research for Magister Mackay. Come find me if you're ever there.
I don't remember it coming up, Eben, so I'm not comfortable saying they dropped it. But I like I said, I don't remember it ever coming up. There are definitely autonomous weapons in this setting. So, the idea of a sword being able to take control of itself is 100% possible. In that case, debatable. So, yep, it was trauma, they died, we're good, let's go. Sure, whatever. Got 3 ectos out of that, so I'm not going to complain. Oh god, J. Palmer. So hang on. Zara asked a question which I missed. If the cat wants to hang out with me more than, you know, his owner, he's going to be SOL. Because he's not going to be allowed in my room. Silver Wastes? Really? We're just going to the Silver Wastes now? Okay. So do I have a specific term for a story point where a character has their nemesis dead to rights, should kill them, but for some reason lets them start talking to buy time for escape? Yeah, it's called idiot balling. Or because plot. You can also call it bad writing. Oh, hang on. Okay, so, we're here! Whoops, sorry, we're actually over here! Wait, you want me to... I'm not really joking, Czar, because the problem is what you're describing is a very common trope. Like you say, for both heroes and villains. There are some specific implementations of that trope, too. For example, one that irritates me the most is, okay, so there's literally Hitler. And the hero's like, I've got you, literally Hitler. If I kill you, I'll stop you from destroying the entire world 15 times over and then turning it into Ultra Death. And then someone else comes in and says, no! You're a hero. You're not supposed to kill. If you kill Ultra Mega Death Hitler there, you're as bad as he is. And the hero says, you're right. I must not kill Ultra Mega Death Hitler. My hands must be clean. And Ultra Mega Death Hitler's like, mwahaha! And then I shall hit the Ultra Death Destruction device. Beep! And then usually what happens is some contrivance to make Ultra Mega Death Hitler die anyways. That way, it's really common in Disney films. You've probably seen it 1,000 times before. The most common thing is they want the hero's hands to be clean, because heroes don't kill people. So, the hero's like, I refuse to kill you. And then the villain's like, oh yeah? And then ends up dying anyways. Okay, so blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's go. Oh yeah, it's really common in JRPGs. It irritates the hell out of me.
And yes, comic books is another bad one. Some particularly bad stories will do this whole thing where it's like, I feel horribly terrible about killing Megadeth Ultra Hitler. It has stained my heart and my soul for all of my years ever since. I will never recover from saving the entire world and millions of innocent people from Ultra Megadeth Hitler. This trope can be done well, as any trope can be, but I rag on it because it usually isn't. Oh, that's a good point. Several ways jumping puzzles.
Find a place to lay those maps out and get me a couple of charcoal sticks to mark them with.
At once, sir.
Has anyone heard from Commander Frostgullet? She's late.
She's dealing with a problem on her ship, Marshal. The engines need maintenance.
Tell her to get someone else to do that. I need her here.
Right away.
So, welcome to the Silver Waste Fort, which is under construction right now.
Count on us, Commander.
Counselor Flint asked that I convey his regards.
Yeah.
It's an honor, Commander.
Jared?
Marshal, I have news.
How are things progressing?
The Northwest is overrun with Mordrum and strangling vines. The troops need reinforcements.
Tell Commander Quentin to ready his ship.
Yes, sir.
Everyone disperse. The Commander and I need to talk.
Yes, Marshal. Everybody out. Come on, move it.
While they're dispersing, let me fill you in on what's been happening since the summit. I took what you said to heart. The fleet's arriving gradually, and we're preparing to take the fight to Mordremoth. The cities have all sent troops to fight with us, and we've begun preliminary forays into the surrounding area. I've contacted your friends from Destiny's Edge, and they've all agreed to join the battle. All but Ritlock Brimstone.
Yeah, he's
And none of the others know where that portal took him either. We're gathering as much information as we can on the enemy before we launch the main assault. We definitely need someone with your skills, so I'm glad you're with us.
So, right now the Pact is high on my priority list. I'm glad. The staging base... Notice how Traharan sounds so much better here, by the way. Staging base is our launch point for an early attack on Mordremoth, before the dragon gets too strong. Exactly. We're fortifying as quickly as we can. We believe Mordremoth is west of here, or perhaps south. The jungle seems to be spreading eastward. You have a mission? I have a mission. I have a squad missing. They were a scouting mission, and they should have been back last night, but they didn't return. There are 2 non-pact with them. A friend Kaith and a diplomat sent by the Crichton government are here to investigate. His name is Canuck. Both are capable, but outnumbered. We need to look for them and see if they have reinforcements. Hey, Giga. Giga.
Canuck is in trouble.
Hey, I saw you do the meeting with Traharan. What do you want? Yeah, Marshal Traharan's requesting my help to find a missing squad. You're the perfect choice for that. You already have a lot of experience with Mordrum. You gonna be in charge of something? Yeah. I'd offer to come, but I need to make sure Taimy's safe. She's looking out for that Pact engineer to toughen Scruff his armor. I never forgot how she close to dying she came during the Inquest attack. Yeah, me neither. She was scared. I'll keep it on her. You're gonna be okay, alright? Of course. My friends are my power. Oh, WoW is a higher tier setting than Guild Wars. I'm sorry.
Was Aaron working for Scarlet?
Not to my knowledge, miss, although I suppose it's possible. I never met any of his friends.
Then what are you doing out here?
We came looking for a safe place to land.
Wait, you can't just leave after saying that.
I mean, they can.
Why would he attack you? You never did anything to hurt him, did you?
Of course not. We welcomed him into our fold, but he grew violent.
It started with episodes of confusion and aggression.
We just decided to confine him.
When...
So where's the Master of Peace now?
We need to find him.
Excuse me. Excuse me!
Timey.
No, wait! Why would he go off alone?
We believe he's still searching for a place where we can all be safe.
We saved him. We tracked Aaron through the wastes and found him before he could kill your master.
That was you, huh? We found Aaron's corpse and assumed the Master had killed him.
Nope, it was the boss and me and the others too. We trapped him inside Spurbend Canyon and fought him there.
We are profoundly grateful to you, miss. To all of you. But we really must go now.
Ugh, okay. You know, there have been 2 separate times I've gone back through some of these quests for someone else, and I always forget about this particular section right here. It's this gap between here and when we get to Point of No Return. I remember Point of No Return pretty clearly. Aaron was out of control. He needed to be stopped. How did the Master of Peace look when you saw him last? Was he injured? Nope. He's determined, of course. You risking your own lives to catch him? Yeah. Well, safe journey. Go away. Bye. 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 Nobody cares about you. Bye. You look so serious. Zojja wears a similar face sometimes when her experiments are especially dangerous. What are you going to do? I'm going to go find Kaith and Canuck. I need to find Giga's husband. Oh, okay. So, to answer in order there. So, Eben mentioned something that I myself am aware of only distantly, which was that the Pale Tree and Malak were supposed to be more involved in Heart of Thorns. To my knowledge, that's the game. To my knowledge, that's at least partially because of the transitioning of the staff under the hood during Heart of Thorns, and that there were several things that were supposed to be more emphasized in Heart of Thorns that weren't. You'll notice that the Sylvari take a severe backseat after Heart of Thorns proper. That's just one of the major things. Now, I don't know for total certainty that that's related to that, but that's been my suspicion for a while. As for Batman looking the other way if Frank Castle kills the Joker, that's a little bit more complicated than I'm willing to comment on in a random comment, but... Well, frankly, I'm with Trihexia, and it's something that a lot of people have said, too. In other words, it's not really Batman's job to kill the Joker. In fact, it's not Batman's job to kill anybody. That's the court system's job. Like, he brings in the Joker, and then the court says, yeah, no, he's cool. Oh my god. Oh my god, I got knocked off the edge immediately. Let's try that again. Okay. That's funny. There we go. Yeah, like, Canuck is one of our only major Sylvari after this. And he's mostly a cameo after Heart of Thorns. And so it's like Canuck, Kaith, and... I'm not thinking of a third. I'm sure there is one, I'm just not thinking of one. Oh, yeah. I guess she gets a few scenes. Here and there. See you around, Jay Palmer. Hello, Canuck.
Do not disturb that body. It's rigged to explode. Unless you wish to be vaporized into a fine mist.
Yes!
I advise you to step away.
Oh, sorry. You're welcome. Forgive me. You're welcome, Commander. How'd you know the Mordrum's remains were booby-trapped? I set that trap myself, to dissuade enemies from following my dear sister's reconnaissance squad. Present company excluded, of course. I'm not sure we aren't enemies. You're a convicted felon. I do wish you'd get over the past. Besides, we have a mission to finish. I can save you some time in tracking a recon, since I know what direction they're heading. Okay, let's go. Yeah, by the way, Canuck's thing is bombs. His boss battle was just him flinging bombs at us left and right.
If we're sly, we can bypass them. Around or through.
Complete the reconnaissance squad without planting any of the mines. I think we can manage that.
It's dangerous here. Too many hiding spots and ambush locations. Would have been nice if one of those choppers had been usable.
I mean, they've killed the Joker before. That's the premise of Injustice. Just to name one example. As for how popular Injustice was, that I'm not sure about. I'm mostly familiar with the game, not the comic it's based off of.
There's the squad. Let's go.
The least miserable way to earn experience in Maguma is to do Dragon's Stand every day. I am not actually joking. I've done my own research on the matter, and that's pretty much my own conclusions. Some people are like, do adventures. Some people are like, do the nighttime bosses. There's actually 3 major events, major metas, excuse me. There's Octo, which is in the Auric Basin. There's Chak Nest, which is in the Tangled Depths, and then there's Dragon's Stand, which is in Dragon's Stand. Right there. So, Octo, Chak, Dragon's Stand. Boom. I have no idea, Zar. You be the judge. I was told you might need some extra help out here. Yep.
Judging from their increasing numbers, I'd say we must be getting close to something important.
If so, I imagine they would...
Feel free to hide when the action starts, Canuck.
Are you worried that I'll show you up, King?
Kaith, you are not in a position to throw shade at Canuck, I'm just saying. Also, Giga might kill you.
You've made a poor choice.
Right, speaking of which... No, I'm still... I hate this zone. This is still vanilla. I'm still getting vanilla experience here. Ugh. Oh god, Colgrim. I've never done that quest solo. Maybe I should keep that track record. I don't know. I think you're right, Scumlord. Excuse me. Don't quote me. We'll find out. I intend to find out live on camera. Oh, Jesus, Game Geek.
A base of operations for the local Mordrum.
Do you see that glow?
Yes. What could they be up to?
We have Mordrum.
Look familiar?
Consider retreating. We are deep in their territory, and we are vastly outnumbered.
We should send up a flare. I hope the Pact will see our signal and send help.
Yeah, the only problem with Octo is getting an Octo that's actually going to succeed. Speaking from some experience on that.
More of the Mordrum. We have to relocate. We're boxed in up here.
Let's take the fight to the bottom of the slope.
Seriously, Game Geek, props on managing that. I'm pretty sure I will not even bother. That just sounds like a waste of time to me. For the purposes of a stream, you know. Nobody wants to see me just slow-moding my way through that fight by myself.
That's enough violence for now.
Unless no one's on when I do it, in which case, sucks to be me. God, I don't even have my freaking glider here.
Interesting sword.
There are too many of them and too few of us. This location isn't defensible.
Sorry, I was just remembering a core memory. Back in Prophecies. No, Colgrim. Back in Prophecies in Guild Wars 1, Axe and I were two-manning the whole thing. Something that I am legitimately proud of, I feel like adding, because that was a slog. That was awful. We had to get clever about controlling the henchmen because you actually don't have control over your henchmen in Guild Wars 1. So what happens is the henchmen randomly decide on someone to follow. So we would be in the middle of a fight. It's like, okay, I need the henchmen over here, and we'd like do this, trying to get the henchmen to follow one of us while the other one tries to pull out some enemies into the killing field of the rest of the henchmen, because we couldn't two-man that stuff. It was impossible. Builds were not that great in Vanilla, too. That's to say in Prophecies. Up. I don't know why I was reminded of that now, of all times.
We'll make a stand on that ledge. This area is overrun.
Did she just die? Oh my god, would you stop dying, you cowards?
Everyone on the chopper, quickly!
The one benefit of Octo is everybody does it because they all want the infusion or whatever it is you get from it. The thing I've never even seen. Achievement get, by the way, Giga. Well, I got it. I don't know if you did. Keep getting all this crap I'm going to have to look at later. My inventory is getting bad.
This Mordrum went to a lot of effort to keep us from reporting back.
You and the commander have experience with dragons. Is this predictable behavior?
Elder dragons are far from predictable. Their minions show a sort of situational awareness.
And with the mail, God. It's Marjorie. We've hit a dead end of the Dermond Priory. We'd like to interview the resident dragon expert, but he has retreated to an to a secure location deep in the Priory. Unfortunately, they change the access cipher on a regular basis, and no one knows the latest one. Remember the young explorer? I believe she has the current cipher. She's doing field work in the Silverways. Could you look to recovering it for her? To convince her to give you the cipher, repeat this phrase. Long live the King of Deldrimor. Okay. So... Thanks. Oh my god. Okay, I need to empty my freaking inventory. There's a vendor. There's one. Somewhere. There he is. Get all this garbage out of my inventory.
This is the only proper course.
Take a break. Maybe take a few steps back.
Yeah, I forget what the Chak infusion does, but that one's almost always done for pretty much the same reason. Oh. I see the problem. Get off the... Problem is, I need to do this challenge. Nothing happened. Oh god, enemies everywhere! What am I up to? One more. I'll be done with that nonsense. So I was told you have a cipher? Oh, the storage room. Yeah. Okay. We're all scattered these days. Too busy. Do you have the password? Why do I need the password? You know who I am. Normally, given your rank and reputation, I'd see no harm in sharing it, but the Prior is extra careful these days. Alright, well, luckily I have it. It's Death to Primordus! So, how does it work? Each line of the poem is a clue from... Okay. To the Priory. Let's just cross half the world here. Oh, this quest. I honestly forgot this quest even existed until I saw it.
I mean, of course.
We could probably two-man this. Giga and I, we got this. Giga, we're about to die, just so you know.
I don't know. Shall I go check?
Of course. Why do you think I am?
Okay, and here's Hero Point 10. Yeah, let's see. Some of the achievements here. Well, I'll look at them on camera in a second. Players being pulled in stories when they're on the same map. I did put that under the co-op positive somewhere. I've given this game a lot of co-op positives. It's one of the most co-op friendly games I've ever played. Especially in the MMO space.
In conclusion, let's recap.
Hey there.
The 5 confirmed dragons are...
So I got the cipher. Here's cool. Let's do this.
Mordremoth and Zaitan. We believe there is another deep in the ocean, but its entry in the Scroll of the 5 True Gods is partially missing. The scroll, written in ancient times, has a section dedicated to the Elder Dragons, but it came to us in bad shape. It is written in an ancient form of Old Crichton. We're still attempting to decipher the damaged portions. Each dragon has 2 spheres of influence. For Mordremoth, that's mind and plans. Zaitan rules shadow and death. By next class, I want you to research the many theories about the different spheres of influence. Choose one and defend it. If you have questions, there's further literature in the library. Class dismissed.
In case you missed that, Zaitan was shadow and death, but Mordremoth is plants and mind. Remember that.
Hello again, Magister. The Pact Commander has arrived.
Welcome, Commander. I'm familiar with your accomplishments.
Magister McKay is a world historian and reporter. Her focus these days is on Mordremoth.
The Dermont Priory knows that when world events of this magnitude occur, it pays to chronicle them. Magister Stonehealer is going to help you gather information on the Elder Dragons. He rarely agrees to such things. I will warn you, he's quite old and has little patience. He's the last of his kind.
We'll show him the utmost respect, of course.
I'll take you to the Special Collections entrance. Archivist Ernsward will guide you from there. You retrieved the cipher?
Yes, we have it.
Very well. Follow me.
That would actually be funny if people could fade. You don't understand. It's the commander. Oh, it's just a commander? Oh, thank goodness. No, 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 no. It's the commander. Yeah, that's what I said. It's a commander. No.
Remember to put those weapons near the door. We may need to grab them on short notice. Hello, Scholar. I'm still waiting for those item manifests.
It wouldn't surprise me if this was Chromium. It certainly feels like it. And it is a junk interface. I agree with Riker's Beard.
For the millionth time, there are no culinary applications for bloodstone dust. None. No good can come from feeding it to living beings.
What do you know? I'll take the dust to the streets and start my own food cart. I'll be rich.
Are we interrupting something important, Chef?
No, Madam Magister. We're just having a small professional disagreement. Are these the visitors you mentioned?
Yes. They have dispensation from Magister Stonehealer to visit the Special Collections.
I've already adjusted the wards to allow them entrance, and the Archivist has been warned that they're coming.
I'll show you how it's done.
Be careful down there.
Follow me, please.
Okay. So, that's a statue of Abaddon, the god of secrets and water and magic. That's all. Just wanted to comment on that really quick.
This is the Derman Priory's Special Collections. Security here is tight, for reasons you'll soon understand. You are free to browse. All we ask is that you handle artifacts with care and remove nothing from this area. I have to return to my work. Archivist Ernsward is here somewhere. She can guide you to Magister Stonehealer.
So, back in Guild Wars 1, okay, there's no way to say this without spoiling. So, that's a boss, right? He's a boss. So if you go during the big ultra mega battle against him, which is this big, huge final battle thing, if you slash dance with him, he dances back and then kills your entire party. And you get a special death message called "You Got Served." I am legitimately amused they bothered to port that forward into Guild Wars 2. So, there are several achievements here. Facet of Strength without being stunned or grabbed, that's not happening. Reduce the health of the Facet of Darkness in less than 15 seconds, that's not happening. Defeat light without using blue or green, that's turbo not happening. Defeat Malevolent Memory without transferring any boons to the Vortex Crystals, that's probably not happening either. So I'm not going to stress any of those. I don't have a... Okay, so I'm just going to get this out here really quick. You see how there's bajillions of books in here? If you're interested in the story, there's a lot of lore in this section of the game right here. For example, this is a story about Shiro Tagachi. If that name doesn't mean anything to you, don't worry about it. But if you do, yes, this is that Shiro. And there's a bunch of those. There's all kinds of fun, interesting, cool stuff here. So if you're a lore hound, this is a good place to just kind of roam and read. So, I'm in a hurry. Oh yeah, do you see that? That's Zaitan's tail. Hang on. We brought it here after Zaitan's death. We had to construct special rigging to get it in here. It took months. You're experimenting on it? You're studying it, yeah. Even wanted to reveal the secrets of all the Elder Dragons. Oh. Anyways. But yeah, that's Zaitan's tail. This, yeah, Zaitan wasn't actually super large. Not compared to the other ones. I believe Primordius is the biggest, by memory. Don't quote me on that. Although Kralkatorrik's size varies based on which cutscene he's in. He's got the Deathwing problem, which is funny when you think about it. Oh, it was up. Damn it, it was up. Ah. It could be a Colgrim. I'll go ahead and explain the joke. For those of you not aware, Kralkatorrik was 100% inspired by Deathwing from Cataclysm. And Deathwing was infamous for being a different size depending on which cutscene he was in. Also, did you notice the ground is a map? It's a cool little detail there. Okay, so there's the centaur thing. I don't actually need to read these, thankfully. I mean, I could. Should, even. But I won't. I think it's just because the writers didn't know what to do with them, Trihexia. I've noticed a lot of writers know how to write a will-they-won't-they relationship, also known as not a relationship. But they actually have no idea how to write a pre-existing relationship. It's really common in fiction. Oh god, spine. We don't talk about spine. Sorry, everyone who's in the library right now. Sorry if you were reading from that. My bee, guys. Hello, Ogden. Listen, I need you to be my healer for this mission, okay? Bits of jade over here.
Getting the cipher from Explorer Campbell took longer than expected.
We're sorry for the inconvenience.
Well, don't waste my time. Tell me what you seek.
So, it's me. We met... Yes, I remember you. No time for nostalgia. Get to the point. We need to deal with Mordremoth. Actually, I think you need information about the meaning of your vision with the Pale Tree. How did you... There are those who have taken an interest. I had some warning you might be calling. Your challenges do not go unnoticed. All in good time, but know that they have Tyria's best interest at heart. Now, this is what you... Does Ogden work with the wizards? I don't think I've ever thought about that until this particular playthrough. So... So here's an hourglass. I wonder what this does. Okay, so you're probably wondering why we keep talking about this mission like it's hard. This is why. For those of you who played Guild Wars 1, this should look familiar. There's an entire dungeon set in here.
Oh, what just happened?
I don't know, but my legs feel like Taffy.
Tedious is a good word. I agree with that. Yeah, there's a bunch of achievements in here, and I'm just not focusing on them. No. Go full nuke, Giga.
It's even more beautiful than I imagined.
And eerie. Doesn't look like we'll be leaving the same way we came in.
I never thought I'd see this. Where's the boss? Hello?
We're over here.
Let's move ahead and search for a place to meet.
All right.
We'll see you in a bit, boss. Stay safe.
Keep your voices down. We don't know what's in here.
You ever wonder what would have happened if we'd successfully taken the egg back in Guild Wars 1? Food for the... Oh, hey! Challenge mode! No. You'll... Not that egg, Giga. Earlier egg. The egg is relevant in Guild Wars 2, though. Not until Path.
My father used to talk about Glint in her prophecies. He said she was grand and noble as any Crichton. She loved humans.
That's the one, Giga.
Steal her eggs. She defended her children like any good mother.
Wah wah.
Place. My mother told me stories passed down by her mother. She said it was once guarded by fearsome dragons. The lair itself would tear and gnaw at you. But heroes braved its dangers to have an audience with Glint.
Can you imagine what it must have been like?
Yeah, I remember. The transfer chamber over in Gwen, I believe. Sorry, thought I saw some. I don't know, I have memories of spending a very long time in this dungeon. I don't know if that's because we were doing achievements or just because it took us forever. Refresh my buff, please. Okay. No? Oh, it was the neck. Again, it was always the frickin' neck. That stupid neck. Wah! With you in a minute. Don't wait for me. What am I taking damage from? Game. Yeah, I know, but like, actually, there it goes. I was having the Giga problem. Okay, so apparently I can't jump for beans here. Oh, come on! Give me it, give me it, give me it, Get me up. And I'm turbo dead. I accept my death. Oh, I can't even release. Okay. Well, I'll see you guys in a bit. Ugh. Don't even try to res me. I'm in the middle of this nonsense. My aura fell off right in the middle. I even made sure to try and refresh it. I guess it just didn't refresh. Either that or I was too slow. Oh, hey, there's another challenge mode. Once again, no. You got this, Giga. You got this. Let me guess, you can't activate it because I'm the one in charge. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Like, that's exactly what happened to me. And I can't release. Like, there's no let go. There's no go back to beginning option. I'm just stuck here. Do me a favor and die, Giga. Yeah, I noticed I'm still taking damage. As a dead corpse. Giga. Giga. We need you to die. It's the only way we can live. I'm going to have to ask you to sacrifice yourself so that Canuck can finally see another sunrise. Can you do it, Giga? Can you lay down your life for Canuck? Oh, and don't try jumping off. That just warps you. Yes, Canuck can see the sunrise. Oh, thank God. Oh, okay. Yeah, they expect there to be one of the bodies within the wreckage, Giga. Someone has to stay behind. Have you heard the word, Giga? Sorry, reboot reference. Alright, so buff, please. There, okay, I have the buff. Yes, the word is in fact bird. Kill these things. There we go, okay. Now I'm gonna make sure I refresh this stupid buff this time. Where's my invuln? Okay. So that didn't refresh, so I'm gonna wait. Still didn't refresh. Still isn't refreshing. Oh my God. This might have been what happened, because I'm not getting the buff. 7. Do I need to lose the buff first? Yeah, I know that there's like the kill and then stand in, but there's no enemies! Because this dungeon was made by peacocks. It's just badly designed, first of all. The enemies give you a buff when you kill them. That buff enables you to interact with the nearby color thing. That gives you the buff to be able to get through the upcoming section. There's no enemies here. Do you see the problem? Yeah, that's why I keep roaming back here to see if anything's respawning. Oh my God. Well, we could show off Pax's legendaries. Let's see. That's one of the rings, I think. Both of the rings? I don't know. Oh, enemy. Okay, I've tapped it. Pax, go ahead and tap it. Okay, we both tapped it. Let's see if we both get the thing. I got the buff. Did Pax get the buff? Pax got the buff. Okay, so Wong. Okay, now to go. Yeah, this feels like a quit point dungeon. I'm starting to think more and more that I'm right. That if you're going to play this game, you should just start from Heart of Thorns or Season 3 and go from there. Skip all this nonsense. Okay. Jesus. Okay, so kill a thing at some point. There we go. Now kill a thing. Gain a buff. Go to red. Get really slowed in the process because screw you. Isn't this great gameplay? Gain buff. Attack boss. Kill his ass. Let's just not even, okay? Let's just bulldoze these guys as soon as they go Volt.
We studied the Flameseeker prophecies in school.
Me too. I remember the stories about the fall of Ascalon, Prince Rurik, the Chosen.
I used to pretend I was a Chosen when I was little. Me and my sisters put on plays for our parents.
I can just imagine it. Glint was ancient, thousands of years old. Why wasn't she like the Elder Dragons?
She was freed from Krakatorik's control by the Forgotten a long, long time ago. And then, because of her gift for reading minds, she connected with humans. She learned to think like us. Elder Dragons don't. They're too different.
A lot of dies. We'll go with that one. Of course I have hot pink. What do you take me for? By the way, Brickwork positive. I do think this place looks cool. It is just enough combination of crystalline and magical. Don't get hit by anything at all. That's the challenge here. Don't get hit. There we go. Think? Yep, okay. I think that's our checkpoint. Yeah, it would be easier for something like this to actually hurt the eyes, but they do a really good job with it. A lot of this looks like bismuth, which is just a fascinating choice, too. Nope, apparently I'm an idiot. It really is this way. Just ignore that. Ignore that. Moving on. Okay. This clip here. That's not it. Good night, Mr. Red. I sincerely doubt it. We've got entirely too much of Season 2 left. But there's a non-zero chance we'll finish Season 2 tomorrow. Okay, so holding him in the AoE didn't do it. Defeating a Vector Crystal on his face didn't do it. Well, no, it says damages on death, so why didn't that work? Giga? Your pet is the problem. Just want you to know that. He's just standing there, ignoring all of us because he's on your pet. Trying to kill Pax. Well, succeeding at killing Pax. I don't even see the shield bubble thing. I looked for it initially. Where is it? Oh, he drops it. Okay. Ah, there it is. Alright. Bring him to a crystal. And then kill him. Well, kill the crystal. I mean, kill the crystal. Kill the crystal, Giga. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now we rinse and repeat. Oh my god, I forgot how irritating these are to do. I'll get this one. Okay, absorb this. Why did you summon a unicorn, Giga? Like, I'm not judging. Really. Well, it might have been Pax, but I figured of the two of you, you're more likely to summon a unicorn. Right, where is it? Where is it? There it is. What? No! No! How? It didn't even work! Ugh. Oh my god, I'm giving this a separate negative. This is so stupid. What is challenge mode? Can someone look that up? What is the challenge mode for this asshole? It's for the distorted facet of darkness. Oh, that's funny. Eat tree. Sorry, but lol. Here, I'll look it up. Oh, whoops.
Glint died. Destiny's Edge went to kill her, right? So she wouldn't wake Kralkatorrik?
That's my understanding. But she communicated with them and they changed their minds.
Then what?
They tried to take down Kralkatorrik, but they ultimately failed. Glint perished. Logan Thackeray was supposed to be with them, but he left to protect the Queen from Kralkatorrik's
It's like the 6th time we've heard this story now.
What we'd have done if something had happened to her?
Some blame Logan for why Glint died instead of Kralkatorrik that day.
He was just doing his duty.
Shh, what was that? Did you hear that?
Well, keep in mind, vanilla doesn't get credit for several of those positives, Wrecker's Beard. I think vanilla will actually be a net negative score when I actually tabulate it.
Claire, stop moving.
Jory?
Listen.
What was that?
Watch out!
It's not telling me what's different if you do a challenge mode. Whatever. Oh, what's this one? Oh, this is like all of them, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so I'll go and grab this. Push this over here. Or maybe it's just the last one again? The summary is a lot of this. So what I usually do for big games like this, when I'm calculating a bronze number, is I only tabulate things that are content related or features that were added in that expansion, right? So for example, vanilla doesn't get credit for the class design because nothing gets credit for the class design. Like Guild Wars 2 gets credit for class design. Guild Wars 2 gets credit for... Oh, damn it, I even saw that coming. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I thought I could bounce out of it. Like that. I actually managed it the second time. What? No. There we go. So, Vanilla's content has not been wowing me. There's been more good than I thought, though, I will freely admit. It's almost like vanilla isn't total garbage, which is hard for me to admit to. Good afternoon, Stan Latigo. This is the other thing. You ever heard of the rule of threes? So the rule of threes is actually a very long-standing gameplay design concept. It boils down to a very simple idea. Anything you have to do to beat a boss, you do 3 times. So in other words, you do it once in order to try and make it so that you could stumble into the first successful attempt, right? Maybe you understand the fight, maybe you don't. That's the first thing. The second reiteration of whatever you did to succeed against the boss is supposed to prove that you have successfully figured out what it is that is required to defeat the boss. The third is to demonstrate mastery, that you now know what to do and you know exactly how to accomplish it. Boom, boom, boom. Rule of threes is a very, very common gameplay rule because it's a very good gameplay rule. Guild Wars 2 violates the hell out of us. You notice we've already done, I think, 5 of these just on this fight. And he's at half health. Yeah, so it doesn't actually say Wrecker's Beard. That's okay. Thank you for checking. Where's the vortex? There it is. Really, Colgrim? That's interesting. I didn't know that. I believe you. They can also... So sometimes you'll see the rule of 9s, which is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. It's just a reiteration of the rule of 3s 3 times. Like, so, here's phase 1, doot doot. Here's phase 2, doot doot. Here's phase 3, doot doot. Right? FF14 loves to use the rule of 9s, for example. Alright, where's the vortex? Oh, it's way over there. And yeah, the rule of 3 is very, very cliched, but it's one of those the wheel things, right?
as I've pointed out many, many times, there's nothing wrong with doing something if it works, and if we know why it works and we know how it works, and all those fun things. Like the wheel. We use the wheel because it's a good freaking design. Because we have tested and retested and retested the concept of the wheel for centuries. There's no need to reinvent the wheel, because we already did. Make sense? Not everything is artifact design. Sometimes things work because they work.
You're okay.
What just happened? What was that?
Not sure. If I had to guess, I'd say it was part of the lair itself rising up to greet us.
Not much of a greeting if you ask me. Thanks for swooping in when you did, boss. We'd have been toast if not for you.
Mm-hmm. We weren't sure we'd see you again, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly, Colbert. Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase combined. What? I mean, pretty much Riker's beard. Pretty much. I've come up with this new thing. It's a square.
We need to speak with Ogden immediately.
So yeah, that is a dragon egg. The dragon egg. Oh, so they're not actually challenge modes. Okay. They're just checkpoints. Meh. Good to know.
The looks on your faces.
You could have warned us.
Nope. No. That would have sapped the fun right out of it. So tell me, what do you know now that you didn't before?
No, I didn't, Riker's beard. Sorry. Let me explain. So you posted that, and I was like, okay, that doesn't... There's no new information there. Of course it's a thing. And then Scumlord repeated it. And at that point, with two of you telling me the same thing, I realized that, in other words, there's no actual challenge mode. There's just the challenge moat, which is there in order to give us a checkpoint. Because, like, for example, in the previous fight we just did, the challenge moat actually changed how the fight worked, added new mechanics. That's what I was looking for. So, went to Glint's lair. Master of Peace took an egg. The last one. It's been in stasis since her death. The Master of Peace is taking it where it'll be safe and allowed to hatch. I don't know where he is. He disappeared in Dry Top. We've got to find him. I mean, it's in the name, Riker's Beard. You may be when Star Trek got good, but Riker's Beard, ho ho ho. Oh, wait, no, I sent that in the wrong direction. God damn it, whatever. Do I have all... Well, I don't have all three of these. Holy crap. Oh, and I've got 250 Bloodstone. Get out of my inventory. Okay, let's get out of here. Yeah, normally I'd quit in 4 minutes, but God, I must get through season 2. You don't understand. It taunts me. It screams my name. Where are we? We've got 3 things left. Kill me. Okay. Okay. Let me double check something. Oh, no, we're not finishing it today, guy. It's also 1 billion degrees in here. It gets much more hot where I currently am in the evening, because that way is west, and that's the wall, that's the window. So, whoosh. See you around, Pax. Have a good dinner. So let's see. This is Tangled Paths, and it contains those 3 quests. Oh, it does the Labyrinth. Let's try to get through Tangled Paths. Let's do that. Let's do that. And then we'll pause after Tangled Paths. We'll do Seeds of Truth and Point of No Return tomorrow for the first shift. We'll see how long this takes us. So, it's from Logan, my favorite non-character. I'm with Air, Kaith, and Zoja at Camp Resolve in the Silver Waste, and they're driving me nuts. Kaith can't sit still for 5 minutes. Zoja has an opinion on everything. Air has gone all silent. Okay. Where Trek got bad. The fight. Got so bad, the whole show quit. The whole franchise stopped right there. Okay, hurry. Let's try to push through this, because nothing really interesting happens in this arc, if I remember correctly. By the way, did you notice that this is the third time they've rehashed Guild Wars 1's story in Guild Wars 2? Now, normally, I would ding that, but I'm going to let it go in this case because it makes sense in historical context. The first time they did it, it's because, you know, it was for players who'd come back. The second time they did it, it was with the living story stuff, which went away because that was all live content. So this is the third and functionally first time they did it. And to my knowledge, they don't do it again, so we're good.
I'm glad to see you.
Hi, Logan. Oh, he's dead. What's up? Yes, I got your mail. I may not be able to fight with you. What? You're 74.3% of our firepower by yourself. That's an exaggeration. I'm learning how to exaggerate from Timey. So I have a wild hunt. What are you talking about? We're already one down with Ritlock. I have to swear you to silence. This can't go beyond us. I think I can speak for all of us when we can keep your secret. What is it? So, Glint had an egg. A dragon egg? Where? I'm so glad we told Kaith about this dragon egg. Oh, I know what you're talking about, Colram. And I don't think that counts. So anyways. A Zephyrite master took the egg for safekeeping. Pale Tree wants you to find and protect the egg, and you're afraid the master is endangered. Yep. So, a dragon hatchling could turn into an enemy if raised in the wrong company. If you save it, it could grow up as an ally. It could change the course of history. It's okay. The egg had protectors, and now it has me as well. So, I'm not sure when I'll be back. Bye forever.
That Sylvari, Scarlet or whatever, did something to Mordremoth.
She was crazy. I've never trusted Sylvari. That just confirmed it for me.
You don't trust anyone.
No, he's dead. He's dead. No, that amused me too, Colvin.
It was beautiful. I wish you could have seen it. All crystal and rainbows.
We saw echoes from when the Master of Peace was there. He took an egg from the nest.
A dragon egg? It all makes sense now. The Master of Peace has been on the run with it since the crash.
We need to find the Aspect Masters. It has something to do with the boss's vision.
So, have you seen the Aspect Masters? Nope, they pieced out. Let's go find Timey. You stay here, in case they come back. You meet with Traherne. Tell him everything we learned. Don't let tell anyone but him about the existence of the egg. Alright, let's go talk to Timey.
We're ready.
Well, paint me orange and call me Rusty. You're getting it.
You doubted me!
Yeah. Want to meet Brun Ingot Spitter? This is one of the most intelligent non-Ashura I know. I don't think I agree with that. I'm pretty stupid. My little friend says nice things about you. It's good to know. It's an honor to meet you. I've heard stories. It surprises me someone as important to you takes time for a cub like Timey. I can say the same to you. Thanks for helping her. We've been learning about heat ratios and metal density. What have you been up to? I came to say goodbye. Oh, after you left, they took supplies and headed southwest. They were packed like they weren't coming back. Why do you need them? I'm in a hurry. Could I have Bram explain it later? Sure. Bye, Timey. We'll never see you again. Bye. Bye forever. Bye. Are you following me? No, I'm accompanying you. I plan to go with you to find these masters. It's far better use of my time than watching Air stare at that young Norn over there. She's not staring. She wants something from him. Tries she might hide it. She can't take her eyes off him. Kaith, that's her son. Okay. Maybe you should help me find rocks in the Axis Maptors. 3 humans who are flying around on ships are going to leave a trail a mile wide. What if the ships leave without you? Then I won't be going with them. Is this a problem? No, Kaith, you should definitely come with me.
When we're done, do you think I could be an honorary member of the Iron Legion?
Only if you grow an extra pair of ears.
Okay. I'll get right on that.
That's right. Oh, Jesus.
You must be wrong. That could never work that way.
Look, what do you see here?
Oh. I hadn't considered that.
There we go. Freaking Chrome.
We're ready.
We have to actually follow the trail. Giga, I want you to know, I blame you for this. If Canuck wasn't so Canucking, if Canuck hadn't come Canucking, wait, what? What game? What? What do you want from me? I'm right here. Yeah, Canuck is awking too much. God, and now I'm on frickin' foot. Come on, there we go. The roots are up right now, too. I'd care if this was, Heart of Thorns rep. But it's not. Also, I've done these events to death.
The Aspect Masters passed through here recently. We're close.
A quick word.
What, Kaith? Yeah, I look at Silver Wastes and I just groan internally. I spent a long time in the Silver Wastes. I was also trying out a lot of classes while I was here for a while, as part of the trial. Let me do the talking. I've given them every reason to trust me.
Did you hear that?
Better check that out.
Don't let them get close to you.
For what it's worth, I actually do like the Heart of Thorns metas. The big 3. I don't actually care for the nighttime thing. The bosses. But yeah. Octo, Chak, and Dragon's End. I actually enjoy all 3 of those. In fact, we've actually already reviewed Dragon's End because time sensitive. And it got positives. Now I'll tell you what you do for Chak. Don't break his Defiance bar. Everyone, what? No, don't. Don't break it. Oh.
Hold them off here. You go on ahead.
I guess we'll just go on ahead then. Maybe that's why everyone constantly breaks that one's Defiance bar. Just really irritating. That look like an undead plant dragon to anybody else? Or I guess goat? I don't know what to call that. Well, she's dead. Why did we just watch that? Oh, right, because we don't have a voice actor yet.
It's attacking from above!
It's the goat of Mordremoth. Oh god.
Stay out of its way and focus on its allies.
I just blew my AoE. Alright, whatever. Yeah, I saw Giga. I'm on my own.
It's charging! Get clear!
Cheer me on, Giga. I wonder what happens if I die at this point. Like, will we bug out, or will it go through the wall to reach you? I do hate fights like this. These are red light, green light fights. You're supposed to just sit here and do nothing until it goes vuln. At which point, that's when you're supposed to do damage.
It's charging! Get clear!
Hey. And just get me up. Damn it! Ugh.
Now's your moment to get in close!
I am dead. No, Game Geek, we've got 2 quests after this. So we have a slight problem, because it looks like he's not targeting Giga over there. She's in combat, which means I can't release. The good news is it looks like they are still resing me. I think I actually agree with you on that, Colin. This is a weird one. I also don't think that's a particularly well-designed fight. As you say, it's mostly just tedious, because they're basically invincible. And it is a red light, green light fight. And you can do a good red light, green light fight. I don't think this is one of them, though.
It's charging! Get clear!
I'm pretty sure what happened was those tiny little flame trails it left behind have a much bigger hurt box than they look like. And so I happen to be standing on when I was meleeing him. Oh, bull crap! You saw that, right? And you see what I mean? Those are hitting me over here. Nonsense. That's your Vuln phase? Oh, he phase transitioned. Never mind. Okay. Okay. What? What did damage to me? Oh, yeah, it's the same thing. It's the frickin' vines in the ground. Ugh. I don't know how to, Fulcrum. Yeah, that attack right there. That's what was hurting me while I was in melee. Yeah. Honestly, even if I successfully get up and start doing damage, it's still going to take less time than if we're both in there. Jesus Christ. Nothing? Do I have nothing? Alright, whatever. This is my fault. I'm the one who said, let's go ahead and get one more quest done before I cut off for the day. And the game's like, oh, really? You think you can get a quest done? How cute. I do think that there's a bit of a lack of feedback problem, especially on some of the earlier content. Like, there's just issues with that. As soon as we zone in, I'm going to take a very brief water break. I'll be right back, though. I'm dehydrated. And my health needs me to be staying hydrated, in addition to just normal reasons. You're fine, Cat. You're fine. I'm just moving. You don't have to scooch every time I move.
Passed through here recently. We're close.
A quick word.
Yes. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay. Apologies. Alright. Who's the Yahoo here with Sunrise? Jeez, showing off much. Anyways, let me pull up my sphere of death here.
Did you hear that?
Better check that out.
Don't let them get close to you.
This is actually the only class I don't like spear on. I know what you're thinking. Why do you use spear? This is also one of, I think, 2 classes where I only use 1 weapon set. The dual axes just kind of cover everything.
These things just won't quit. Focus on the Thrasher. We'll hold them off here. You go on ahead.
Okay. So let's move in as a group. Or I could get... Okay, so nobody scooch in ahead. Let's all just kind of be here. Hopefully we won't have a situation where we all get locked out. Bregman! Bregman! Ah! Yeah, we lost Bregman. Okay. Okay. So let's all kind of move together. Okay, run! Run! Run, run, run! Run in, run in, run in, run in, run in, run in. Okay, are we all in? We're all in. Oh my god. We did it. We're all in the fight. You know, FF14 actually came up with a solution to this a long time ago. Would you like to teleport to the corresponding area, or whatever it's called? I'm just gonna stay back here. I ain't meleeing that asshole. Not until he's in his vuln phase. Hello, cat. How are you? Can I help you? Here, scoot your back legs. Scoot your back legs. Scooch, scooch, scooch. Scooch, scooch, scooch. There you go.
Are you all right?
Ah. There, now relax.
The sun shines on you no more.
Relax.
May you be at peace, free of the sufferings of this world. May Glint find you in the darkness and lead you into her perfect light. Until we meet again. I'm no good to our master like this. Please, see it through for me.
No. We've suffered enough losses. I'm taking you to the Pact camp.
Please don't. Our master needs you.
Hopefully, we can trust our friend here to see to the master's safety.
Yeah. So, is he still carrying the egg? It's not my place to speak of such things. Okay.
This is the mark of the Master of Peace. Follow it, and you'll find him. May Glint light your way forward. Now I must get my friend here to safety. What do you know about these Zephyrites?
They claim to be heirs of the Brotherhood of the Dragon. You know, keepers of Glint's legacy.
We
Guild
were
Wars 1.
Glint when she fell in the Crystal Desert. Where do you think the Master of Peace is going?
I don't know, but a lot of Zephyrites gave their lives protecting that egg.
All that matters is we have a trail to follow. We will find him. So let's split up. Thank you guys for speeding that up tremendously. Good lord. There, go ahead and chill. There you go. There you go. Yes, that's my arm. You can rub up against my arm. I allow it. You're okay.
Silly cat. Now, my mission, all I have to do is track down the Master of Peace. Well, that's easy. I've got a map. He's right over there. That would be funny if they had seen Alien PM Preox. So this is the Labyrinth. I have no fond memories of the Labyrinth. So we'll see how we do.
Your friends and I tracked the Master of Peace in here, but these vines erupted and separated us.
No, I saw. Colgrim, thank you for joining us. Speeding that up. Stop spitting at us. It's kinda gross. Mines.
Thank the blessed six! A friendly face! Come to my light.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we spent some time in here for the Legendary Neck as well. Not this version of it, the open version of it, but still.
You found me. Have you seen the others? Last I saw them, we were being dragged away by vines. We have to find them.
Okay. So Casimir's given us a little bit of light. Thank you. Yes, I hear you purring. Yeah, exactly, Colgrim. The overworld version of the Labyrinth is irritating at first, but then you kind of get used to it, you feel the vibe for it, and it's like, alright, whatever. Oh yeah, what have we got for achievements? So, reach the center without being caught by a lurker. I thought we'd already failed that. And complete it within 20 minutes! The speedrun timer for this instance is 20 minutes.
See if you can get around to me. Casimir!
Hi, Marjorie. It's gonna be okay. We'll get the others. Maybe, Giga? Yeah, when 20 minutes is fast. Speaking of the wolf thing, there it is.
You'll regret this.
Is it down or up? I actually don't remember. What? Does speedruns.com have any Guild Wars 2 entries?
Who's there? Boss, is that
Okay,
you?
that is Rox. Yay, I was right.
See Bram? You'd think he'd be as noisy as a buck in a bramble patch, big as he is.
Oh no, we failed to save Bram. Oh well. So, let's go ahead and leave. I gotta check this myself. Let's see, Guild Wars 2. What kind of categories do we have here? Nope, not this way. Damn. Okay, so what we got? We've got glitchless full clear of raids, strike missions, fractals, fractal CMs, map completion, SAB. I'm not sure what SAB stands for in this context. The world record for map completion is 6 hours and 48 minutes. Oh, Super Adventure Box. Right. That makes sense. But for real, almost 7 hours. What? Oh, was Rox busy fighting?
Stand back.
I've got what we need to cut through. No telling what's on the other side, though, so stay alert.
You know, technically speaking, if I just submitted my world clear time of 12 years, I could claim 9th fastest speedrun.
That's enough violence for now.
Honestly, real talk for a sec, I wouldn't mind world clear as much if hearts didn't exist. There he is. I see it, that asshole. I hold out a vain and vague hope that someday they might actually remove hearts from that. Or maybe just give some other option to get the explore things, because holy crap. 59 minutes on Expedition 33. Wow. Jesus, Colgrim. It sounds awful. Alright, go fight this boss. How long is it going to take you? About an hour and a half.
I'll stay put until you do.
No, I just submit my character. It's because it's the one character, right? It's always the one character. So, here's my character's creation date. Here's my character's playtime. And I just last week finished that Explorer. So...
Glad you're here. Now we can really do some damage.
Fortunately, now we have Kabram. Come on, someone get up here and do this. Rox? Rock. Oh, where is Rox and what is she doing? Oh my god. We also lost Keith? What are you two doing? Okay, now Rox is here. Oh my god, Keith is in combat. Keith! Thought you betrayed me, Keith, but I know you would never do that. Well, since we're already down here, we might as well go this way. I aim to please, Giga. What, have you been doing a watch party of me and my terrible stream? Okay, someday we'll be out of vanilla, and then maybe the stream might actually be worth a damn. That's not true. I'll still be the one streaming it. It's over here, I want to say. Nope, not this way, not this way. The Guild Wars 2 support group. Honestly, this is a good game for it. And that's kind of a dig and kind of not. Yep, nope, I'm right. Because then we go straight this way. Oh, thank God. Use the wall. It'll let you work past it. Where was that in the last fight? Oh, wow, Colgrim. I mean, I guess that makes sense. That's how we did it back in the day. Boss is like, alright, take your time, get in here.
Quickly, kneel beside me. I have...
Hey, look.
Dying. You're our only hope now. Listen closely. I have something I can no longer protect.
You must understand its importance to Tyria's future.
The egg.
No time to explain.
Kaith.
Wait. What do you think you're doing?
Kaith. Kaith. And the masterpiece is dead, and Kaith just stole the egg. What? She's Sylvari. What are you trying to say? Nothing. Why would she take off with it? She wouldn't be the first Sylvari known who. Yeah, I've been seeing that too. Very good. She did it to protect the egg, I'm sure. I'll thank her when we catch up.
The Pale Tree? She's been in and out of consciousness ever since the Shadow of the Dragon attacked the summit.
Who knows Kaith better? Without consulting the Pale Tree, we can only guess at Kaith's motives.
I'll send word to the Grove and find out her condition.
We should return the Master of Peace to his people.
I'll prepare him for travel.
Yay, Labyrinth Runner done. Woo. Oh, hello. What don't I have? Well, anything really. Do I have the important one? That's the hammer. Staff. Where's the greatsword? That's the warhorn. Where's the greatsword? Is there not a greatsword? Oh my god, there's no greatsword. Holy crap. Okay, is there an axe? Staff, hammer, scepter. Oh, does this not show what ones I already have? Because I feel like there's weapons missing here. Rifle, warhorn, try to... Yeah, I don't see axe either. I don't see axe and I don't see greatsword. I usually it tells me. That's why I've been mousing over skin locked, right? To double check, but I guess it only shows me the ones I don't have. Okay, we'll just go down the list then, because those are the only two I care about. Skin unlocked. And then get out of my inventory. Thank you. What do I get from that? Trebuchet, box of fun. Ooh, 10 Mystic Forge Souls. We'll put those up there for right now. Some Karma. Bank Access Expresses. An item booster. I'm just going to boost now. Dump all that crap. Do that. Use all that. Okay. Oh, hey, we did it. We got through the quest. Woo! And by we, I definitely mean you guys dragged my ass, kicking and screaming through the quest. Okay, I meant what I said. As much as I'd love to keep making progress on Season 2, and I would, I need to not push myself that hard. Although I could get even more work done. Yes. Yeah, tomorrow we will finish vanilla. Like, no realities. We've got 2 quests left. We got this. I've got some paperwork to do to get ready for the bronze number anyway. So, tomorrow, we might actually hit Heart of Thorns. I'll see you guys.